It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
It's you liberals who have lifted them up, Howard.
Paul, you conservatives make a mistake. You can't afford to strangle hope in people. Without hope, people become dangerous.
No, Howard. You liberals have let them invade our society. You give them jobs, political jobs.
Paul, you missed the point. It's only the smart ones we move up.
That makes it even worse.
No, we have to move them up. If we leave a smart one in the ghetto, he might develop into a leader against us. But if we raise him up into white society, we neutralize him.
It really boils down to our ability to accept. We don't need pessimism.
What he means by pessimism is resistance. And that's what COINTELPRO was all about, stopping the resistance.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change.
We hide it in plain sight. One of Plato's greatest works was the allegory of the cave. I feel in order to understand the political matrix, we need only to look into this allegory. We first have to open our minds to the possibility everything is not as it seems. That things we've always known to be truth may be lies. For if we can't perceive the lies we've ingested, we can't see the bars on our mental conditioning. For that is how you walk out of the cave and see the political matrix. Hello, and welcome to the Political Matrix. I am your host, Marcus Young Morpheus Cage, and got an interesting show. Got a lot of different stuff that we can go into. So many avenues we can go down. But I'll go ahead and start by giving you guys some of the stuff that we're going to go into. I do want to talk a little bit about the government shutdown. It has continued. I believe somebody said it's up to 24 days now. And I don't know when the end is going to come. I do know that I threw out things initially when we heard about the government shutdown, that it was going to be a possibility, and put out things which I thought or things that we could possibly encounter or things that people might have to endure. But at the same time, I'll admit, I honestly thought if it did go to a shutdown, it won't be a very long shutdown. Well, it's went longer than planned. So now I guess we'll talk about some of the things that's happening to people, and if it continues, some of the things that we can expect to happen. So that's something that we're going to definitely get into. DHS caught sharing altered AI videos. It looks like it can be something that can be very rough for it can be very rough for a lot of people, and especially in this climate right now, I would say in particular Black people. We do got a bullseye on our back, and we do need to definitely watch out. So there's a couple of things I want to bring up there, and then that'll divvy on to other topics. I do want to talk about something in particular. This isn't something that's necessarily in the news per se, but I feel it's something vital and important, because not only myself, but people around me also have been complaining about the same problem. I'll notice how I can watch one thing and now my whole feed is completely wiped out and I'm only seeing videos about that. So if I see something, it's like, oh, basket weaving, something that's kind of interesting, and I watch this one video on basket weaving, now I got 14 videos about basket weaving suggested to me. So I do want to talk a little bit about breaking the algorithm and some of the dangers I feel of being stuck in the algorithm. So we'll talk a little bit about that. There was a very interesting 20v1 on Surrounded by I believe it's Andrew Callahan. I might be getting his last name wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Andrew Callahan, who does Channel 5 News. And he went on there. He had one of our friends and colleagues on there, Pasta, which I reached out to Pasta. I wanted to really have him on, but I guess he's probably tied up and busy. I understand how things go. But yeah, I would have loved to have Pasta on and talk to him about his experience on that. But I kind of want to give some of my thoughts on some of the things I noticed. They talked about the conspiracy community, and so that's where most of us would be labeled. And so I definitely want to talk about it and talk about some of the things that were brought up on there. I think it'll be a fun conversation, and I definitely want you guys to weigh in. I mean, especially I see Tom down there in the chat. Tom runs a channel, and he talks about all these different things that would be considered conspiracy also. So I want us to all have a conversation on it. And also I'm going to kind of go from something that I felt I would have probably asked. Apologies, letting the sirens go by. But some of the things that I probably would have wanted to bring up if I'm going to bring up a topic about so-called conspiracies, stuff that's kind of been more closer to my heart that I would have wanted to go into. So I want to throw a shout out, of course, to the chat. Well, and of course, that's not all the topics I'm going to go into, but those are just some of the ones that I kind of want to go over, and then we'll kind of branch from there. As you guys know, most of the real show follows in the and more section. So I'll throw a shout out. I see Yonina is in the building. As I said before, I see Tom is here. Hamza is here. And shout out to everybody else who is here, who's just kind of hanging in the back, don't really want to say much. You're welcome and glad you're here. Glad you took the time because you could have been anywhere else, but you decided to spend the time with me. So I appreciate it. Pretty sure Teal will be joining us shortly. So we will go from there. Anything you guys had wanted to ask or whatever before we jumped into it that you want to talk about? Let's see what Hamza says. Fabio Wardley, no amateur fights started professionally. Oh, he's talking about fight stuff. Now it's Usyk Wardley. Interesting. For those who are not familiar with the show, I definitely love my combat sports. So definitely going to be into that. I see John is in the building too. What's up, John? And so I guess until Till gets in here, I will probably start in on a story. I don't know if I wanted to go in so hot just yet. Trying to figure where I want to go with this. It says my face hurts. About to go drink some silver. So I'll ask Six to send you a link if you have time after the show. Actually, you know what? I keep saying that I'm going to hop on after the show, but yeah, Tom, have Six send me a link. I think I will hop on after the show. So that'll be fun also because I would like to hop on the panel and be able to talk some of the 20v1 with you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it or not because they talked all different kind of topics. Now, granted, I'm not hopping straight into that segment yet because Till said that for these 20v1s, she wanted to kind of start covering them and talking about them a little bit. And so I kind of want to wait for her to get in the building so she can join the conversation. So I'm not stealing it all away from her. And so we're not having to double back on it. But for those who did not see it, one of the topics that was brought up, of course, was like some of the Pizzagate stuff was brought up. Some 9/11 stuff got brought up. Hunter Biden laptop, stuff like that got brought up. And that's just some of the things. It went some other directions later on in the show. That stuff to me, it wasn't as much interesting to me. Get into some people's spiritual, metaphysical beliefs. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful and say that I don't respect other people's beliefs and that. But I have my belief system and I kind of just rock within that. And once I start hearing some of this extra supernatural, God is everything and I am everything and God is in me and I am you and you is me. I kind of, be honest, you start losing me a little bit with that. So just want to say Voodoo Child. I'll let her know. I will let her know. So I guess I will go ahead and hop in. Oh, let me see if I can find that video real quick. That'll be a good thing to start the topic off with. Start the show off with. I guess it connects to so many different things. So I will share that video. It's something that like our I use this loosely. Our friend Larry Johnson, because I don't know Larry Johnson, but he put this video out, and I thought it was really interesting. Did I not send it to myself? I guess I did not send it to myself. But I want to find that video. Okay. All right. I guess that Instagram link is acting a little crazy. So hopefully my computer will act a little bit normal for a second. And I want to find this Larry Johnson video. So give me a brief moment to find it. Search. And once I find that video, I want to share with everybody. Let me know if I start having audio problems or anything, or anybody who follows this show who has my number. Give me a holler if I'm not getting it through reading the messages. It's putting the wrong thing. Send. Why come I can't find the right channel? Why come I can't find the right channel? There we go. All right, so let me find. All right, I guess I cannot find it. No, turn off notifications. Don't need notifications right now. Or maybe I can, if I can find a way to check my own story. I think I shared it. Oh, here it is. Let's pause that. And then let's put it on the screen. Let's see. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me share this. And to let you guys know how much I really liked this video. I mean, I don't want to say liked as in, oh, cool video, but I mean liked as in the information that was put in there was so impactful, and I like the way he put the video together in general. But it put a lot on the mind, and so I not only shared it in my story, I actually like reposted it also, because I hope people will actually check this out and look at it in its totality. So here we go. Let me share. Okay, and make sure it's back to the beginning. Mute. So let's go.
To believe in the same story. What really the engine of history is stories. And they don't even need to be true. Right. Some of the most powerful stories in history were fictions. Right. But you need to get everybody, or at least a significant part of the population, to believe in the same story. Otherwise,
see, I need to stop that, because that's one point where I wish an interviewer would have like hold on, wait a minute. What did you say? Can you give us some examples? When you make such a bold statement like that. Now, all of us know that there are plenty of things within history that are not accurate, not true, or sometimes even completely fabricated. Some of it is just complete propaganda. Some of it is the victor telling the story from their vantage point and not getting the whole totality of the story. But when somebody like, I believe this is what Noel Harari, when he makes a statement like this, I would love to follow up and say, can you give us some examples, please? Which historical stories that we get everybody to believe in that are not true? And I'll let you guys fill in the blanks on your own and tell me what you think. But just thought that was interesting that he started off with that in this, well, the way he clipped this video together, I thought it was interesting.
It doesn't work. Science is not really, at least this is my view as a historian, science is not really about truth. It's about power. Those who own the data really own the future. Mm-hmm. We are reaching a point in human history that we have enough biological knowledge and we have enough computing power, and all you need in order to systematically hack millions of people is just the data.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other night for no reason, guess what? You're going to get kicked out of the United States Navy. You know how they tell us that we should be careful what we do on social media because there could be...
Everything's a prison. Everything aside, you don't see the symptoms. Everything you try only feeds the system. Everything's a lie, everything's a prison. The same reason why Lil Pump is eating office is the
Well, that's something I do want to share also, but I meant to hit the whole video. So let me see if I could go back to that.
In order to collaborate on a large scale.
Full video. There we go. But still, check out Locksmith also. He's dope. Okay. I don't know why it's playing this video. Let me stop before it just starts playing every random thing that I've looked at on Instagram, and the who knows how wide that would go. It'll go from fart jokes to everything else, and y'all didn't sign up for all that. So let me stop it there. But anyway, to go in more on what he was saying, actually, let me just try again and try to see if I could get back to the beginning of that video, because ew, what the hell is this? Oh, this is just doom scrolling where it just jumps into random crap. But let me see if I can pause, watch full reel. Let's see if it'll go to, why is it going to this random ass thing? This is not in my, none of this stuff is in my reel. Okay. Guess that's how you feel about it. Pause that. See, why won't it let me watch this full reel? This is a 3-minute long reel, but it is not allowing me to go into it. There, see post. There we go. Finally. No. Let's see now. See if it'll cooperate.
To be true. Some of the most powerful stories in history were fictions.
Right.
But you need to get everybody, or at least a significant part of the population, to believe in the same story. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Science is not really, at least this is my view as a historian, science is not really about truth. It's about power. Those who own the data really own the future. We are reaching a point in human history that we have enough biological knowledge and we have enough computing power, and all you need in order to systematically hack millions of people is just the data.
To the white guy that called me slurs over and over again in my live stream the other night for no reason, guess what? You're going to get kicked out of the United States Navy. You know how they tell us that we should be careful what we do on social media because there could be real life consequences? Hi, my name's Real Life Consequence. I've done a thorough background check and now I know everything about you. I know what little town in Texas you're from. I know your name, your phone number, your email address. I've seen your...
Nah, I just wanted to stop that real quick because I like that. I like it from a content creator perspective that if you do have the knowledge to be able to do this, that some of these anonymous people who were trolls, who like to say horrendous things or whatever and run and hide, that some of them are getting justice. But it also is scary, the fact of, what if this young man just decided that, you know what, I'm just going to go after whoever I just feel like bother me, who's a piece of crap. And defining who's a piece of crap is always subjective. It could be somebody who was just drunk and was being stupid in the moment and could lose everything. It could be somebody who was a horrible human being who deserved to be taken down a peg or two. So I'm honestly not as sympathetic for the person on the other end of this, but what if he was just going after any and everybody, plenty of people who didn't do anything wrong? And if he has that kind of information, what's to say he couldn't fabricate some of the information in there and mix that in with all this truthful information to lay out a very damning case against you? So, I mean, it's kind of interesting and scary at the same time, some of this AI stuff that can be done, which will lead into more stories that we're going to talk about tonight. But here, let's continue.
disciplinary records. I know the names of all of your family members, including your dead mother and your daughter who turns 2 next week, and her mother who's gonna have to pay for all the birthday presents this year because you came into my live stream and saw a black man who was talking about Pokemon cards and video games, and you assumed, yeah, he's not gonna do anything if I call him slurs repeatedly even though he's trying to help me. Turns out I am gonna do something. Turns out there are so many things I can do because I have all the screenshots, I have all of the recordings. I know that after you left my live stream, you went into someone else's and started talking about how much you love Jesus and God and the Bible. So maybe I should send that evidence to the church you go to in that little town we both know about. I know exactly which boat in the Navy you serve on, and I know the names of black sailors that serve on the same boat as you. Maybe I'll send the clips to them as well. But only after I send them to the Naval Inspector General's office, because I'm getting you fired. I'm getting you kicked out of the Navy. There's nothing you can do to stop me. There is no apology I will accept. There is no excuse I will listen to. There is no money you could offer me. You're getting fired. And when you're working the graveyard shift in an Amazon warehouse and your back hurts and your feet hurt and those white bright lights are beating down on you and the teenager who still has his life ahead of him walks up to you and says, "What are you doing here?" Tell him the truth. Tell him about me.
That to hack people means to know people better than they know themselves. To somebody in San Francisco, in Beijing, knows you, knows more about you than you know about yourself, about your medical condition, about your mental weaknesses, things that you did 5 years ago, 20 years ago, you completely forgot about them, they know it.
Right.
This is something we never faced before. Not even the KGB could do it.
Right.
And we are already beginning to see the emergence of such total surveillance regimes in places like Xinjiang, in places like in my own home country in Israel. We have this big laboratory of surveillance called the Occupied Territories, where you have 2.5 million guinea pigs of how to completely survey and control a population with very few soldiers. I mean,
I just wanted to stop that real quick and let that not slide across the plate and nobody, take a swing at it. Remember the country that he said he was from and what they're doing and how they have all of this information and how they're using it. Now, one could automatically jump to the most likely of cases of that they're surveilling their own people. Another option could be the obvious one that they're surveilling the Palestinians. But also could be that they're surveilling even more people. Plenty of those same people being here in the United States. So I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to bring that up and not let that slide by in case you guys missed that. And if you are on Instagram, make sure you check this out on Larry Johnson's page. It's 2LarryJohnson7. You might have to dig a little bit for it. But if you're following me on Instagram, it's in my recent stories. So you can go to this just like I did. And watch the full video, but let's continue.
And you look at the numbers, it's amazing how few soldiers you need to control millions of people if you have their data. In order to collaborate.
Here's another thing. Let's just not let that slide by. If Israel has all that technology and to be able to surveil millions of people not using that many soldiers, as he said himself, how does an October 7th happen? I'm not going to answer that. I'm just leave that on out there. How does an October 7th happen if you have the ability to be able to monitor millions of people like this? Now, I don't think he's somebody who's speaking theoretically. Like, I think Israel could do this. I think he knows. I think he's walking around. He's seen the intelligence. He's been able to see. He's probably got a guided tour to look at all this stuff. So I don't think this is somebody who's like me, for instance, who, I know something about weapons. And I'm like, well, more than likely the capability of this country and this country and that country with only seeing a limited sample size of stuff and not actually going into facilities and stuff. I imagine this guy has went to that level of seeing, then showed displays on how they use this technology. And almost probably even given presentations on how all this stuff works. So I don't think he's just throwing an offhanded comment out there saying, well, the data and they can track millions of people and all this. I think they're doing it. But how does October 7th happen? We'll leave that there.
Operate on a large scale, you need to convince everybody to believe in the same story. What really the engine of history is stories. And they don't even need to be true. Some of the most powerful stories in history were fictions.
Right.
But you need to get everybody, or at least a significant part of the population, to believe in the same story. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Science is not really, at least this is my view as a historian, science is not really about truth. It's about power. Those who own the data really own the future. Mm-hmm. We are reaching a point in human history that we have enough biological knowledge and we have enough computing power, and all you need in order to systematically hack millions of people is just the data.
To the white guy that called me slurs.
So, I think that kind of goes, I don't know if I've restarted it or whatever, but it's just interesting. I'm going to share Larry Johnson's comment here. He says, love when this guy opens his mouth. This war in a country no bigger than New Jersey is like blowing up Jersey City, Hoboken, but still couldn't find the hostages or terrorists wearing lime green headbands with heavy surveillance. Not for nothing, we would have seen footage of Hamas publicly executing people from the surveillance tapes, and yet nothing. In which, for context for me and probably many others, I don't know. I guess I'll just say this: people who are from like New York and New Jersey and East Coast and stuff like that, they'll throw these references. It's like blowing up New Jersey and the city of Hoboken. Most of us don't know really what that means because we haven't been in New Jersey or know how big any of these places are. We can only just kind of look at a map and guesstimate. So I don't know in comparison how big is New Jersey compared to, say, Illinois. I don't know. How big is Hoboken in comparison to Chicago? I don't know. So I don't know. It's just interesting. But thank you, brother. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. And hopefully I get that link and I'll come swing by later on. Yonina says they did blow up a neighborhood in Philadelphia in 1985. That is true. But keep in mind also, even in just talking about that silly Philly bombing, never been to Philly. I don't even know in comparison what size that would be. He just exposed the real reason the Inquisition occurred. Hey, you said it, not me. I don't even think people know what you said, but just leave it at that. Leaving it at that. I didn't bring up the New Kings protest. Did you guys, how many people watched any of the New Kings protests? Because I did happen to hear, I want to share an interesting video from Amanda Seals, what she had to say about it. And this is kind of my whole thing about it. I could have went out and covered some of the protests out there, but I chose not to. And the reason why is, I mean, I saw Amanda Seals kind of summed it up better than I heard anybody else sum it up. So if this cooperates, I will share this with you. But come on, it's buffering. Says I didn't want to watch that crap. Yeah, I mean, I didn't spend much time paying attention to it. I feel like it is not really a protest in a sense. Oh, hold on a second. So here we go. This is what Amanda had to say about it. And I completely agree with what she had to say.
We got to talk about the No Kings protests. We got to do it. We got to do it. Because first of all, they're not protests. They're rallies. And it's very important to identify the difference so that we actually know the expected efficacy of our efforts. Now, a rally is meant to rally folks around an idea, a team, rah, rah, shish, boom, bah, okay? And that is a time of kind of like concerted celebration or concerted information sharing, etc. We can call the No Kings a rally because it's only happening for 2 hours from 10 to 12. It's also requiring people to register, which, if we talk about protest, particularly in a fascist state where surveillance is now very loudly and outspoken, what kind of actual protest would essentially incriminate its participants by having them put their information into a database? Now, I'm not going to say that the whole No Kings thing is completely useless. However, there are no clear demands being made, and there are no...
So I just wanted to pause that also, what she just said there. She said something pretty key, especially in context of the video we just watched, talking about data and information. A protest having you sign up for it and share your data. I don't know. I just wanted to leave that there. I'll let you guys tell me in the comment section or wherever your thoughts on if that's a good idea or a bad idea to be sharing your data to political parties and how that can be used against you.
Clear actions that are being asked for from the people at the rally. Protest is meant to demonstrate the might of the people to the ruling class, to the powers that be. The protest is supposed to be basically a unified, it's supposed to make them shook. So if your protest has a beginning time, doesn't disrupt anything, baby, that's not resistance. And it's imperative that we identify what actual resistance is, because I don't want people to continue to be tricked into thinking they're really resisting. You're not. You're actually a part of controlled opposition, not organized opposition. And the two are not the same. Because when it's controlled, the question becomes, who's controlling? When it's organized, you know who it is. And you know what the goal is.
Yep, I 1000% agree. That's the dangers of controlled opposition. A lot of people, they talk about controlled opposition, and I feel there's not always an elaboration what that is. It's just an assume that everybody knows, and maybe everybody within the circle or people that you're used to talking to understand what that term means. But I feel like sometimes it's important to just break down these terms so that everybody knows what it is, and also we all have a concerted we all have a group understanding that when we're communicating something, we all understand the same things. When we're talking about controlled opposition, and I know it's in the name, it is an opposition that is completely controlled, organized, propagated, swayed by a group or an entity for certain reasons and means. And I believe that these means are controlled in a way. Controlled opposition, the whole point of controlled opposition is to have a vent valve on the pressures of society. If you have society which is getting upset with the things that are going on and they want to start to push back, there's dissent. That is a way that they can take that dissent and funnel it into a controlled environment to let you rage. We're tired of them. No kings. Take down the tyrants. Yeah. You get that out emotionally. You feel better. You yell. You meet up with some other like-minded people. You guys maybe go share some drinks, this and that. We told them. And you feel better about yourself. So you get back online. You have some groups down the pressure. And if you have constant controlled opposition protest like that, it helps dial the pressure back down than what that pressure would normally look like. What that pressure would normally look like when it is not controlled and it feels nothing but suppression and push down, like how you see the LAPD and Sheriff's Department out here riding their horses into people and kicking people and stomping on people and doing all this crap like that. That's eventually going to lead to a pushback, a violent response. And I wonder the day when things get out of control, especially out here in LA, what's going to happen to some of these police officers when enough people say, you know what, we're not going to keep fucking running from them. Now, granted, most of those people are going to go through a world of hurt and danger, arrest, maybe even death. But it's going to be a whole lot of police officers who may not make it home safely. And sometimes damage has to be dealt in order for people to understand that they can't keep doing things the way they've been doing them. I'm not saying that I'm advocating for it, but I'm just telling you cause and effect. Cause and effect. If you're in a zoo and you keep brutalizing the animals in there, don't be surprised when one of them bites you. Now, it might bite you. You might not make it home. Animal gets put down. But you still got jacked up, or you got maimed, or you got killed. Just things to think about. What was the Red Scare? Sprinkle of spice. Is that you talking about the actual Red Scare? Is that the question? Because if so, that's a great question. And I guess I could just go into, but I'll wait and see if that's what the question is. You're talking about the Red Scare that went on in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. If that's what it is, then yes, let me know, and I will go into it if you want me to explain that. Excuse me, if that's what the question is. I guess since let me see if I got a message from Teal or not before I go in, because I'm going to have to hop up. Says, hold on a second. Let me write Teal back. Thanks. So, let me pull up a link I thought was pretty interesting. So we've already been kind of on this AI kick. There's something that I saw that happened recently, and I do want to talk about it just a little bit. What was it? Philly? No, wasn't. I'm thinking Philly. Nina always throwing me off with that Philly bombing. Chicago. No, it's not Chicago. Damn it. Damn it. Baltimore. All right, let's see if I find that story. All right, so on this one, I'll just oh, did they actually have video from that? Looks like TMZ actually had video. We're not gonna go there. I'm just gonna read this. Just going to read it. There. All right, so share. When I saw this story, it kind of horrified me a little bit. Makes me a little nervous. Whoa, not that. What the hell? Of course. Says a security malfunction. Cops cuff team after system mistakes chip bag for gun. Oh Lord, it's all commercials on here. Says, so an AI security system spotted a teenager with a gun and promptly alerted police in the Baltimore. Oh well, I hate when people write stuff this way. But anyway, let's start back again. An AI security system spotted a teenager with a gun and promptly alerted the police in Baltimore. Well, at least it thought it did. But it was only flagging a bag of cheesy goodness. The new body cam footage from Kenwood High School in Baltimore County, Maryland, captured the incident where Taki Allen, a 16-year-old student, gets patted down while handcuffed after an AI-powered gun detection system.
Mochi has helped me lose over 100 pounds. I can't remember a time where I wasn't thinking about my weight. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at 19 years old. The GLP-1s have shut off the food noise. I don't...
Sorry about that. I was freaking out for a minute. I was like, where the hell is that coming from? Anyway, let's go back to it. It says new body cam footage from Kenwood High School in Baltimore County, Maryland, captures the incident where Taki Allen, a 16-year-old student, gets patted down while handcuffed after AI-powered gun detection system flagging him, believing he was carrying. After searching him, they found nothing. An officer on the body cam tries to explain it away as AI system firing off the alarm because of the way you guys were eating chips, Doritos, whatever. It picked it up as a gun. How does eating Doritos get conflated with carrying a gun? No, I don't want that. The school uses OmniAlert, a program which taps into existing school camera feeds to detect objects that resemble weapons and then alerts school safety officers and law enforcement. Allen spoke to the local news station WBLA TV 11 News, and he said he had two hands on the bags of chips with one finger out, with the system flagging him unclear, and OmniAlert thought the finger was a gun. A spokesman from the Baltimore County Police Department tell us the officers responded appropriately and proportionally based on the information provided at the time. The incident was safely resolved after it was determined there was no threat. AI might be a good tool, but it is certainly not right every time. And it's fortunate no one got hurt here. Yeah, because they're reporting thinking he had a gun. I mean, there was a case in Walmart where a guy was looking at a gun in Walmart, and that was when Walmart still sold guns. So the kid is, young man, is there looking at the weapon to purchase it at Walmart, and some customer in there says he has a gun. And police just come right in there and shoot this poor man, killing him. So this could have been a situation where, you know how cops come in there, they start yelling and screaming, and they're all overly aggressive and all hyped up, and get out, move. And you got 4 different officers yelling different commands. This one is telling you to get down. This one is telling you to raise your hands. This one is telling you don't move. And the one that says, raise your hands, you do this, and that one who told you not to move thinks you're about to fire on them with nothing in your hands, and next thing you know, this 16-year-old kid could have been dead that quickly. Frustrating times. So let's slide down a little bit more. I think that might be the end of this story. It was kind of interesting. It says the way you ate chips made it look like you had a gun. That's a scary story, and I got the feeling that we're gonna probably have more situations like this. You know what? You might be right. Somebody may have chat GBT'd this crap, because that's kind of crappy writing. Yep, AI slop. And well, here's the thing. This is how these cameras are supposed to work. The camera is supposed to work in a way where it alerts something. Somebody is supposed to review that footage. And if they see a weapon, they're supposed to report. I mean, that's what I read in one of the articles. Why they handled it this way, I have no clue. But luckily, they weren't too trigger happy and didn't end up killing this kid. But I also want to try to see if we can find some more information, because I've found that many of them don't want to talk about the AI company. I mean, the school superintendent, she kind of weighed in saying it did its job. So I don't know if when she's saying it did its job, does she mean that it did its job alerting them to a possible threat, just the whole alerting period? Because the job is to alert if there's an actual weapon. So you alerting improperly, how I don't see how that's doing your job. That is definitely not doing your job. That's doing stuff that is not a part of your job. And could have very easily been a situation where this young man is gone, absolutely doing nothing wrong. Imagine also you're just sitting there on a park bench, just sitting there. You just finished football practice. You're waiting for your parents to come pick you up, and randomly, cops just come flooding in and run up on you. How do you handle that situation? Let's see. I see Teal is in the building. Let's bring her on the stage.
Hey y'all.
What's up?
Sorry, my iPad's. I don't know. My iPad is down right now, so I'm down. I'm down a laptop and an iPad now. Thank you, federal government.
Oh, you are good. Did you hear about this story at all?
Which one? I'm sorry, I got in as soon as you were saying police is running in and out of people's houses.
Oh well, teenager named what was his name? Let me go back to it. So I want to use his name properly. Taki Allen, 16-year-old student in Baltimore at Kenwood High School. The AI alerts them to the fact that he possibly had a gun. I guess it registered the way he was holding his hands while eating a bag of chips as the fact of him having a gun.
What? Was he black? Was he black at the wrong time?
Here,
Was he not black?
Let me put it back on the screen for you, Till.
Oh shit!
Let me put it back on the screen.
Well, while you're putting it on the screen, can we talk about, since we just talking about police acting crazy and doing wild military? That's a gun?
Yeah, that's supposed to be a gun.
His name is Taki? Like the chips?
I guess so.
So he got caught eating chips after being named like some chips?
That's a wild one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have put 2 and 2 and got 8.
That's him
right my
there.
Goodness. Wait a minute. Are they even allowed to have their fucking hair like that?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, why not?
What in the JROTC is going on? Scroll a little bit more. I need to see the fine print on that picture. That nigga's not in the military.
No. He's 16.
I know, but is he in the JROTC or some shit?
Probably.
Oh. So y'all fucking pull guns out on a JROCT member.
Kid who's waiting to be picked up after football practice.
Get the fuck out of here. Eating chips, minding his business, named after some chips.
Mm-hmm. And just have officers run up and hop out on him, guns to the face.
Well, I mean, ICE fucking made a man hop out his car and get hit by oncoming traffic on 264 today. I mean, yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. It was yesterday, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, ICE chased this man, scared his ass so bad that he was so scared that he was getting deported that he ran across 4 or 5 lanes of traffic. Didn't make it, obviously, but hopped out his shit and ran for his life and lost it.
Man.
And I can only imagine how the innocent bystander, aka the person that hit this man, must be feeling right now, because they smacked him to Jesus, instant Prime, Amazon Prime to heaven.
Because I worked with a guy who, when I was in delivery, one of our delivery drivers who hit somebody and killed him. And I remember the crazy part about it is I remember us seeing the story on the news, like, oh my God, that's horrible. Damn. And hearing the whole story. And then you think about it like, I'm not gonna say his name, but hey, where is blah 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 at? And then they're like, hey, guys, I got something serious to talk to y'all about. Blah blah blah. He's not gonna be able to make it in. You know that thing that y'all watching on the news? He's the driver.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it was a situation where her car breaks down on this side of the road. He parks on that side of the road over here. He runs across 4 lanes of traffic, hops the median, runs across another 4 lanes of traffic. He's working on the car, forgets a tool, runs across 4 lanes of traffic, across the median, runs across 4 more lanes of traffic, gets to his car, grabs the tool he needs, runs across 4 more lanes of traffic.
Nah, you doing too much trying to be a good Samaritan.
No, it's his daughter.
Oh shit.
So instead of him just getting off the
off ramp and going back behind her,
coming behind her, he decides to play Frogger across the road.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
At 5:30 in the morning.
Did they let that man off?
I mean, what can you do? You're driving 70 miles an hour down the highway, and then a person just appears.
I hope they let that man go home. His family.
Yeah, they let him go home, and he was messed up after that. I mean,
I was gonna say the mental capacity after.
Oh yeah,
that is way worse than you pulling time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, niggas is broke.
Well. Oh, before we get to that though, you were just talking about the whole ICE thing. I just saw a story. So for those who are only thinking about like ICE as far as dealing with the Hispanic community, black dude who's working for Postal Service, he's
yoked up,
basically surrounded by cops, and like he literally had to get his boss like, yo, call, hey, they trying to take me in. I'm an American citizen, born and raised here. They're like, well, where's your social at? It's like it's at home. They're like, well, I don't know if I believe it because you're not wearing the full proper uniform.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I seen 2 things. One, either a school board member or a superintendent somewhere out here was arrested for deportation. A superintendent of a school, bro. You telling me this man what? Did he work for the state?
We covered one guy that happened to not that long ago.
Yeah, that guy. There's that guy. He's still dealing with some shit. The cop in Boston? The cop in Boston or the cop in Maine that got deported? That guy. And then on top of it, why they not deporting white people? Oh, okay. All right, cool. I thought I was gonna get that as an answer. Yeah. You telling me all the Irish people over here got fucking Social Security cards? Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh,
I was just asking, if all the Scottish immigrants had their cars and shit, I was just wondering.
I saw something about an ICE agent not that long ago. I'm trying to see if I have that video. I'm wondering if this is the right video.
I'm also curious to know, just throwing it out there, are any of the British immigrants over here? Like, I know they can just fake an American accent and, be cool, but like, are they even really checking niggas' statuses? Like, what is going on? How are we doing this?
Check this out. This is, let me put this on the screen. This is what's going on out here. Yo, you not safe nowhere. You not safe nowhere.
I am diabetic and they don't want to give me the box number.
They have just been going into the clubs and grabbing people. Their shirt says sheriffs, but they haven't been presenting any fucking ID. We do have some people that are unmarked. Do you have any idea what's going on?
I have no fucking idea. That's what he's saying. His fucking pump is on him.
Do you think that these people are ICE?
Absolutely, because this is no fucking... Well, I don't know what you are, because it's like, there's no reason. Why aren't you checking the pump?
Yeah, anything can say sheriffs.
Can I talk?
Sure.
We're the county sheriff's department. Work out of the West Hollywood station.
What
We're
county?
arresting these individuals.
It said
I
West Hollywood.
don't have to tell you why we're arresting somebody.
Do you have warrants for these arrests?
No.
So why are you
Whoa!
arresting these people?
No.
Are you legally searching people's property without a warrant? That's crazy.
You think I would illegally search somebody?
Because you're arresting people without warrants. You're going into a club and arresting people.
You need a warrant.
You don't need a warrant for someone's arrest. What is your cause for arresting somebody? You don't need a cause to arrest somebody? That's what you're saying?
I don't have to tell you.
I get what he's.
Right, so what's your cause for arresting somebody? Right, so what's your cause for arresting somebody?
It's his business.
These people are saying that they don't need a warrant or cause. A lot of these people are asking why are they getting arrested. You're not telling them.
Why did I know they would all look like they're from Idaho?
This one already knows why it's
Isn't it illegal to wear a mask in California? Oh God, here we go again. Right, that fucking look.
Yes, COVID.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, keep smiling.
And so I wanted to pause. I mean, I guess I couldn't pause it, but I wanted to mute it real quick because you don't need a warrant to arrest somebody, but you do need probable cause. And sheriff's department, your job is not to act as far as deportation enforcement. You're not supposed to be walking around.
Sheriffs?
Who looks like an illegal? That's not
Thank
your
you.
job as sheriff department.
And not to mention, sheriffs, one, are there to protect and serve. They usually do really good security. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no sheriffs get active. Secondly, I know for a fact sheriffs usually have warrants. They ask the sheriff departments to serve warrants to people.
Yeah. Well, most cities, how they work is like the police will be doing most of the major crimes. Sheriff's department are going and serving the warrants, kicking people out, and stuff like that. I mean,
eviction notices. How y'all niggas go from evicting people to arresting people? I don't know.
You only have some cities where it's kind of reversed. Like when I lived in Jacksonville, it's reversed. Their sheriff's department work like a normal police department. And their police department, like you rarely even see them, kind of more like a sheriff's department. Because I know what you mean, because like our police department in Kansas City ran just like that. Police department, they handling murders, break-ins, all that for the most part. Sheriff is handling like fish and wildlife licenses and people out there hunting without permits and stuff, and evictions and stuff like that. And if there's a warrant, then they're going after you.
I seen your Nina say they deporting some white people. Are they the white people that got a tan? Can't be the niggas that look like Trump.
I can tell you they're deporting white people whose name is on a list. They're not just walking up.
Oh, there's a list, but not the Epstein list. Got it.
So it's like what was going on under every other president before this. How if you had a list for deportation, then you were okay. Now we're going to go to your place of employment, your house, whatever, and then go and get you there. And normally that was somebody who they missed their appointments. They got a traffic ticket and got violated, and the information got sent over there. You get what I'm saying? There's a reason why this person file came up on somebody's desk. It's just not random. And so
no, it's never random.
When you're seeing a lot of these white immigrants, and I'll even say even a lot of black immigrants, when you're seeing them, a lot of times, typically it was because they hit somebody's desk for some reason. Now it's a little different. Now I'll say it's a little different, as in white immigrants are still getting hit the same way, unless somebody in office is like, yo, all them motherfuckers out there are Russians and I know they ain't here illegally. Then they come in. And that's normally because somebody's diming them out. But they're not doing what they're doing to other people. And
so are they going to deport the mafia that started this gambling ring?
Oh yeah, we'll get to it. And it's kind of funny. You brought that up. We'll see. Marcus, us black people already knew though. While I voted third party, the ones who voted blue warned the ones about this who voted red. I mean, see, that's where it kind of puts you in it puts people in a tough situation because I know people are like, oh well, oh shoot, we lost Teal. And I'm gonna put this on the screen. It says Marcus says black people already knew though. While I voted third party, the ones who voted blue warned the ones about this who voted red. If you're in a place where, if you're not in a swing place, like I know you in Chicago, you're not in a swing area. Illinois is gonna go red, and nothing you can do about it. Just like I live in California, it doesn't matter which way I vote, California is going blue. But if the people in the swing states, your vote matters more. And so you get forced into the situation of lesser of two evils. Now, typically, lesser of two evils has been like, well, things might be a little bit crazy.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Huh?
Sorry, my Alexa started talking to me, and I don't like that bitch talking to me. I apologize.
Oh, you good. It's like things might, and this is one thing which I kind of warn people more on. I know the whole lesser of two evils argument. That's the reason why, like now looking back on it, I do feel like my vote is a little bit more justified since I do feel a little embarrassed of it all these years when I voted for Clinton. But I look at if Trump would have came in with what he really wanted to do and didn't have all those stop vows. So my thinking wasn't wrong. I looked at it as, it's not that I like Hillary. It's not that I don't think Hillary gonna do some fucked up shit. It's I think Trump is that much more dangerous. I think, and this is trying to protect yourself, self-harm. This ain't because I think she's gonna do this better. No. It's because I think you get this motherfucker, and it's kind of like putting a killer into power. And this killer, he's like, if people piss me off, I'll go after them. It's another thing putting a killer in who said, if I get in, I'm coming after you. That's how I look at it. Hillary is the killer who, yeah, she'll kill. You get on her bad list, she will. But this dude already told you you on the list. And you're not taking that threat seriously. That's how I see the difference. Marcus, how old are you? That's how I see the difference between a Trump. This dude holds grudges. And he go after people in craziest ways. I mean, the fact that he's demolishing part of the White House to just build up whatever the hell he want to build up, show you.
It's a dance hall, bro. You seen them bomb ass moves?
No respect to the previous generations, none of that. He just like, I'm just doing whatever the fuck I feel like it because I feel like it. This dude is operating like a fucking king for real. And all right, y'all don't take his fucking threat seriously if you don't want to. Yonina says, what? Damn, Yonina, how old are you? You said I was 8 years old when Clinton was in office. No. Well, I'm talking about not Bill Clinton. I'm talking about Hillary. When Hillary ran against Trump. Yeah, Clinton versus I'm trying to think. Who did Clinton run against the first time? Damn, I can't remember. Who the hell did Clinton run against?
Wasn't it Bush? Did she go against Bush?
Oh, you're right. The first time he went against Bush Senior. He went against HW.
Not W. Little Dub.
He went against the father and beat him. And then who did he go against in reelection?
I thought he got reelected.
The
only presidents that I remember, was it Gore? Nah.
Gore was his vice president.
That was his. Yeah, I was about to say that's his VP. So
Gore went against
W. He lost against the Sun. He lost against W.
So
don't get me start lying about losers. I don't pay attention to losers, and that's exactly why we don't remember who the fuck that motherfucker is.
Yeah, true.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm really trying to remember. Now I'm blanking. Like, who the hell ran against him?
Oh hell! Now we're gonna have a political matrix hater talk about how they talk about politics and they don't know. They
No,
don't know presidents. Give me there.
they can say whatever they want, but it's easy to forget this stuff over years. You don't think
He
about
was
it.
a racist. Marcus doesn't know politics.
I'm just blanking, and I'm like, I cannot remember this.
I don't remember either, to be honest. Because look, I didn't give a damn about politics until that age of my life, I believe. Because
No,
like, what?
I was following politics all the way back to Walter Mondale.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I mean, not Walter Mondale. That's a little bit ahead of my time, but Michael Dukakis.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know the
My family like rooting. My family were like big supporters of Michael Dukakis. And that was like my first like avenue into politics, like actually paying attention to it. 96. Bob Dole, I forgot about that. Oh my
God. Bob Dole.
Bob fucking Dole from the state of Kansas.
You couldn't even, dog. I'm mad because how did I forget Little Hand Bob Dole?
Hold on.
Bob Dole with his fucked up hand. Crazy. Bob's hand was so fucking jacked up at that time in his life. Hope he got that shit fixed. Yes. What the fuck happened? I'm happy with that. Yeah. All right. Hey, yo, where the fuck did Marcus go? Did anybody know where Marcus went?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, boy, you scared the shit out of me. I thought Ice might have came in and got your ass. I was like, fuck. They got Marcus.
They can't come get me. They can't fuck with me. Well, let me not.
See, Marcus talking that shit, little behold, his ass on a list with me and Steve. Fuck you talking about?
Nah, they'll fabricate anything. Like I don't think like yes, that is correct. Yo, Nina said Perot. Perot did run in No, what year was it that Perot ran? It wasn't him with Bob Dole. What year? Now you I haven't thought about 90s politics in a while, so apologies. But Ross Perot, what year did he run? So
I'm still mad at the fact that we forgot about Bob Dole.
I can't, but I mean, the crazy part, Bob Dole was my state senator. So, one of my state senators. That's why it's wild. I couldn't remember Bob Dole, but and it's funny because like I remember even Tupac had a song about it.
Yeah, we've been saying fuck. No, I ain't know Tupac said fuck Donald Trump before we said fuck Donald Trump.
No, not Donald Trump. Bob Dole.
No, I know, but Tupac gave us a fuck Donald Trump, or was he endorsing Bob Dole?
No, he was saying.
No, he was saying.
He said, "Bob Dole, you too old to understand how the game's told."
Damn, fuck Bob Dole. It's fuck Bob Dole to me.
Because Bob Dole was talking about how rap music was influencing the violence on the streets.
Well, rap music came from the CIA. They influenced the violence on the streets.
Well,
ooh, all right, Bob. If anybody listening to rap music, it's you, bitch.
I'm like, well,
shout out Bob Dole. I shouldn't be calling Bob Dole a bitch. He already lost. And you lost to George W. Dole lost to W, or did he lose to Clinton?
No, he lost to Clinton
on the re-election.
No, the re-election, 96.
Thank you.
Yeah, 92. It was Herbert Walker. 96. It was Dole.
I thought it was against Bush Sr.
That was 92.
Oh, okay. Why you call him Herbert?
George Herbert Walker Bush.
Jesus, you call that man by his middle names like you knew this nigga. I am sick of you. You called this nigga by his double middle name. And I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is Herbert Walker? I ain't never heard that nigga. That makes me think of Herschel. What's his name? Herschel?
You talking about Herschel
The
Walker?
black guy that's a little slow. That was us there saying you can't fuck a werewolf.
Yeah, Herschel Walker. Yep.
Yeah, that's Herschel. Yeah, I thought that was his brother. Herbert and Herschel. That sounds like a dynamic duo right there. You call Senior. Boy, his son don't even call him that. And you out here calling, boy, man, listen. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I'd be all up in your ass, Marcus. Who the fuck is you talking to?
He well, he was head of the CIA.
That's the point I'm making. And you calling me by my motherfucking middle name? Not just one. You call me by my middle name. And I'm a person that has two middle names my goddamn self. If I ever heard my double, man, listen. Let somebody call me by my middle name, nigga. We gotta talk out back. Let me holler at you back here in the dust, in the dark, in the alley, behind this trash can right quick.
Yeah, but I definitely remember him very well. I mean, Mr. Iran Contra himself.
You ain't lying. I ain't saying he was a good fella. I mean, shit. Even his own son didn't want to do the job. Shit, that motherfucker was like, my dad's making me do this.
Mm-hmm.
Can we really talk about how W got put into some shit he really didn't even need to be in? He got so much flack. He should have never did No Child Left Behind, though. He really ruined us for that.
At the same time, he did want to do it because he wanted to outshine his daddy.
Yeah, but that's because his daddy made him do it. So, of course, any kid that's got to be stuck trying to prove a fucking point, man, fuck my dad.
What was he going? What were they going to put Jeb up?
Hell no. Hell no.
I was like, what choice did he have? He couldn't have Jeb do it.
No.
So he wanted to keep the power moving. What other option?
I mean, he picked the right one. He the only person I know that had the blanket stare on his face when the trade towers got blown up. That motherfucker was just like, hard buffer, like he looked like YouTube before YouTube got here.
You can tell he favored him more anyway. He's like, fuck, I already gave that one my name. His name is George too. Fuck, I gotta use him.
Gotta use him. Goddamn. When you are your parent, when you are your daddy's, goddamn, I'm just stuck with this nigga, child. That's crazy.
Yeah, because look, think about it. All the shit that he put him in charge of that he failed. Like he failed at being a governor.
Damn.
He tanked the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
He almost bankrupted the oil refinery.
Yeah. What was he buying? Cocaine and bitches?
I don't know.
I ain't mean to put your business out there, George. I'm so sorry, W. I ain't mean to let the people know what you were spending your money on. I ain't a pocket watcher. I'm sorry.
Nah, but hey, I put him in the Hunter Biden club.
That's what I was about to say. The same thing. I said, man, if any two presidents got to really have that, I got a drug addict son fucking talk, it's Biden and motherfucking Bush.
Biden and
every
Papa
fucking time. None of the Clinton kids is out here with a drug addict. We don't know it. You know what I'm saying? It's just Biden and Bush. They got to sit down and just say, hey, come to Jesus.
Well, you got to remember.
Which rehab facility work for your baby? Because my baby out here smoking crack on live.
Well, think about it. That daughter had so much pressure on her. You got to be the perfect child because everybody know nobody trusts our marriage to be real as it is. So
Clinton?
We just had to have you to make it look real in front of the camera.
You talking about Hillary and Bill, baby?
Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you something. That is the wildest lavender marriage I've ever seen in my life. And it's lavender for Bill, not lavender for motherfucking Hillary. Because that bitch is a lesbian. Y'all, I eat coochie about 3 months out the year. I know a lesbian when I see one. That's a lesbian with a made-up husband.
Mm-hmm.
And that nigga is just there. Because at the end of the day, why are you fighting to get some top, Bill? Your bitch ain't at the crib. You in the White House. You should be the only. You shouldn't have to ask for head. That's regular nigga shit.
No, but you know the song. He is the I'm stroking. That's him.
That's what I be doing. Hey, cause he ain't about to fuck on his lesbian ass wife. That's why
He
he
just
had to
got,
go outside.
he just turned into like almost like an old pimp with it, where they just whip out the coke wherever. That's how he became.
And the saxophone. Don't forget, bitches love niggas that play instruments.
He just trying to whip it out wherever. He see this little intern come in there, and like, yo, hey, who that one?
I mean, yes and no, but to be honest, we all know presidents have their scandals. Presidents get fucking on hoes because you know they the president. They big dog. They do what they want to do.
See what it is. What it is like, y'all for real gonna hit me for that? I mean, the last 4 presidents before me have side bitches. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Look at Johnny. Ain't nobody gonna look at Johnny. Kennedy had bitches in and out the Oval Office every other Friday night. Shit, Maryland had a room.
That's what I'm saying. And I think he passed her on to Bobby afterwards.
But this is the thing that's getting me still, okay? Johnny, JFK, was out here banging some of the baddest bitches, not just in the White House, but he had a little rap when he was out here in Virginia too. If you know about the Kennedy background, him and Bobby was out here tag teaming hoes at VCU. I mean, not VCU, at a UVA.
Hey, but you, I can't remember which comedian said it, but you haven't heard of the Jackie Kennedy rule?
The Jackie Kennedy rule? No, what's that?
It's like if you're gonna cheat, you gotta cheat up. You can't cheat down.
You can't cheat down. No, I remember hearing that. That's why he started fucking Maryland.
So it's like when she found out he fucking Maryland, she like, I can't even be that mad because
the bitch is bad as fuck.
She bad. I can get how that would be hard to resist.
See now let's
can't be Margaret down in accounting with cankles.
No, but let's go ahead and bring it back to Billy. Okay, let's talk about Billy Badass Clinton. This motherfucker, first off, I really don't think he knew what the fuck he was doing. He just had a little bit more sense than W. I really don't think he knew too much of what the fuck really needed to go on.
Just like how you said it was a lavender marriage, I think it was a lavender presidency. I think Hillary was running that.
Thank you. Just like Roosevelt.
Yeah, Illinois.
It was another Roosevelt. Now political matrix dickheads, we know what the fuck we talking about politics. Kiss my ass. But I see it as yes, a lavender presidency, as well as a lavender marriage, but on a normal human level right now. Why is the president asking bitches for top? You the damn president. You shouldn't have to ask nobody for some head. You got in trouble for him getting a little bit of sloppy toppy. That's what you got in trouble for, Bill.
And the crazy part about it is, the crazy part about it is, the dude that got him in trouble for it, what was he doing?
That's bad. You gonna see that controller? What you mean? What was he doing?
You know who's the one who like filed the case against him, right?
Who snitched on my man's?
Newt Gingrich.
Oh, you a hater. It's because he wasn't getting no ass. That's why.
No, he was. He was cheating on his wife who was in hospital with cancer.
Oh, you're going to hell. And then you snitched on my man? And your bitch is dying? Oh, go to hell with gasoline draws, bitch.
He snitched on him for cheating while cheating on his wife with cancer.
Yeah,
that's cold work right there.
That man got to go to hell. Hard body.
Mm-hmm.
Can we? Is there a way that I can put? Hey, is there a way that I can put him on a deportation list to hell? It's like, golly, bro.
And then, crazy enough, I saw years later. They had I wonder if I can find like just an image of it. They had a commercial where they had Newt Gingrich and Hillary Clinton out together, like sitting on the couch, like, I know we haven't always agreed on things. Ha ha ha. Like, really?
What? Nigga, what did you just say to me?
Yeah, they had a commercial together. They had a commercial together after all that shit went down.
Oh shit. I just looked at the rest of the things we're talking about today. I'm so excited to talk about the 20v1. Did you already talk about the 20B1?
Not yet.
I just wanted to shout out Pasta one last time. Shout out Pasta for giving him the business.
I reached out to him. I wanted to have Pasta on, but
He's too famous for us now.
I guess
He's on
so.
YouTube for real. You better catch him at a Third Eye Carnival getting the barbecue.
If we talk to him again, I'm gonna tell him like, oh, that's what it is. You too famous for us now.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Nah, I'm gonna hit Pasta. You got his number?
I think I do. I'm
gonna blow his ass up. I'm gonna blow him up.
I think I do got his number. Let me check right now. I didn't even think about
Pasta,
that.
we finna blow your spot up. You think you too good to fucking talk to us now? Motherfucker get on 20V1 and he famous as fuck.
Because I think I just messaged him online. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got his fucking number somewhere. I don't know. I'll check later. But well, also I do remember the last time I talked to Pasta, I wanted to debate him about something. It wasn't a serious debate. I figured it'd be a friendly debate, but I couldn't do the debate because it was during working hours. I'm like, I work during the day. I can't make that. So after that, I haven't heard from him at all. I don't know if he got.
I want to get. You know what? I wanted to get on a debate with Pasta about trauma through DNA trauma. Trauma being passed through your DNA. He doesn't believe that Black people have trauma passed through generational trauma passed through our DNA. And so I wanted to have that debate with him because he doesn't feel like that could be passed down. And I disagree with that.
Well, I mean, psychiatrists and doctors have proved it.
He don't give a fuck about them doctors. This is Pasta we're talking about.
No, he don't. But like what I was going to debate him about was he was saying that Trump is the biggest bait and switch president ever, and I'm like, no, he's not. I'm like, who didn't see any of the shit that Trump was doing? If you paid attention,
I seen it all. I didn't see no bait and switch. I seen that motherfucker tell us exactly how shit was gonna go.
Exactly, and he did it, and I guess
in plain fucking sight.
I guess because last time they felt like, well, he said he was going to do all this stuff and he didn't do it. Well, the thing is, he had people who were like, oh, no, Donnie, get your hand away from the stove.
I'm going to touch you.
He don't have them around him no more. That's the only thing. He had people, I mean, I don't think people realize how many people were consistently trying to stop him from doing his worst intentions. That's gone now. There's nobody to stop him from doing everything he wants to do. And now you're seeing the effects of what he wanted to do all along. And it would have been even, that's what I'm like, it's weird to me how y'all take certain people and when they say something, you don't take them for their word or you don't give them any grace or any slack. But other people, you find a way to give all this grace and slack. And he doesn't necessarily mean this. I mean, I think you guys are taking it the wrong way. But other people, you're not taking it the wrong way. Other people, there's no exceptions. It's just like that Ukrainian girl who got stabbed on the train. It's not mental health for why he did what he did. It's because he's Black.
Yeah. Oh, mental health go out the window once it's color involved.
But these school shooters.
Oh, no, it's mental health, baby. Not because they're crazy white people. It's mental health. They didn't mean to shoot up the school and kill 17 babies.
Yeah, they're that lone wolf.
No.
It has nothing that's just them. That has nothing to do with anything going on in white community.
That has nothing to do. It's because their mama made them trans and then beat them with a rubber hose. That's why. But that Black dude's a monster because he's Black.
It's because it's part of his community, and that's naturally the essence of Black people. You guys who don't do it, you're the exception to the rule. Got it. Even though, what is it? Something like 0.2% of the Black community are in prison. I mean, keep in mind, the prison population in America is somewhere around 400,000 total. The Black population is around 44 million. And yet we constantly have to hear about black fatigue and black people are criminals and all.
No, and let's really talk about it. We encompass 76% of the population in prison, and it's 2% of our entire population locked the fuck up. Make that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I just did the statistics not long ago because I had to talk about recidivism again. So with that being said, how is it 76% of the population in prisons is black? 2% of our entire population in the country is locked up. But it's not a mental health issue, it's a cultural issue then. So that's the only time it works in our favor to be a nigga is if it's time for us to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
We not the ones getting SNAP benefits. It ain't us no more. Y'all keep thinking it was us. It won't us. We're not in that statistic high heart. We can't be the ones in the colleges because y'all done ripped off the goddamn funding for all of the HBCUs, so you can't put us there. It's not cool to be black to get a scholarship. It's not cool to be black to get funding. It's not cool to be black to get assistance. That's not a black thing there. But it's a black thing to go to prison. Got it. Made my point. No, but it's cool to go to prison.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. I just had to get my little black rant on for today because y'all got them motherfuckers got me chopped. Ice got me really chopped over the weekend with this foolishness. Killed that man on the interstate like that. Body just all out in the streets. All they did was put a sheet on my man. The cars just kept going. People kept going on with their day, bro.
And here's something Mac here says. I wanna put this.
Who's Mac?
I see it new in the chat. Glad to see.
Hi, Mac.
Hello, Mac. Says, did you see that fool Louder with Crowder feel like he had the nerve to go into a black barbershop and tell black people why the dominant society should have black fatigue? Yeah, I see. The thing which frustrates me when I see stuff like that is we don't have enough people who, because here's the thing, he knows he can go into a black barbershop, he can kind of feel it out and figure, is this one of those ones where they kind of pay attention to politics, or this one of the ones where they don't give a fuck? Which most barbershops, most of the people in there don't give a fuck about politics. They don't care.
Nah, it's sports, baby. Basketball season back up. Ain't that our shit anyway?
Yeah. They don't give a fuck about most of the shit y'all talking about. They're not gonna know who most of these people are. They don't listen to most of these channels. And so Crowder gonna go in there and just start spewing out these random bullshit statistics that some of these statistics they never know. But here's my thing. This is where my frustration is. And I put this out to any of those black barbershops or any black spaces where somebody like a Steven Crowder comes in and starts running their fucking toxic ass mouth. This is what you need to do. Pull out your fucking phone and research everything they say and fact check them on the spot, because you will find out most of what he's saying is bullshit. It's a flat fucking lie. Just like that when they always talk about the 13%. The 13% who gets locked up and commits a crime. Do they ever tell you that in that same statistic, how many of the times where those black people are being exonerated? They don't tell you that part, that black people lead the statistics in being exonerated. So, yeah, we may get arrested for these crimes, but we get exonerated also. Like I always bring this up about growing up in Kansas City. When Kansas City was one of the worst places in the country for meth per capita, it got bad because the police kept patrolling one area. How many crimes are going on over in these other areas that you're not even looking in? And that's one of my biggest problem with these statistics. If they start going into a lot of these white communities, how much opioid abuse, how much, think about it. If you get caught with somebody else's pills, a prescription pills that somebody else is on you, you can get charged with that. How many times white people are giving random narcotics to each other? It may not be cocaine or crack or fentanyl or whatever, but that happens all the time. Those are crimes also. How many times are you going to go in and find somebody beating the hell out of their kids, beating their wife, doing this, where they don't even look at this, where cops just, let's not even look at that neighborhood. And so if it was police at the same increment, I guarantee you the stats would show a lot different. differently. And then you factor in for crime that black people are being charged at longer sentencing rates. It obviously shows you a bias that goes on. And that's one of my things which I have a frustration with a lot of, just say clearly, a lot of white people that we deal with, whether they're on the adversary or whether they're considered allies. Some of them still have that little blind spot in there where they'll just assume that the black person is guilty or doesn't know what they're talking about, or they need to be challenged. Whereas that same white person, they give them the benefit of the doubt, or they automatically give them credence to their arguments when many of them are full of shit, just like a Steven Crowder. But sorry, I went on my little tangent too.
Well, first off, can you go into the quote? You see John 9529's thing when they say when they debate people who don't know shit, it works. Yes. Yep. What is the biggest thing that we always say to our black community? If you want to hide something from the black community, put it where? In a book.
Look.
Put it in a fucking book. When I tell you, talking to some of my comrades or talking to some of my, I'll just take my line dance community. Talking to my line dance community these last few weeks, a lot of them happen to be federal employees and da-da-da-da-da. Some of them are actually hip to, hey, you should have invested in some crypto. Hey, you should have invested in something, have a different outlet of money, have a second way to making funds. And then there's a group of motherfuckers that I've noticed that were depending on the feds. I hate to be like this, but the federal workers outside of like the military that are immediately like needed and have to be there, like these other federal workers, y'all motherfuckers didn't think this through. Y'all really didn't think this whole thing through? Because like y'all don't have a second side hustle. Y'all ain't doing none of this. I ain't never seen this many federal workers living paycheck to paycheck. And that shit right there is insane. I remember back in the 90s, I used to be able to look at my mom's friends and be envious. They lived the life having a federal worker as a mom or a dad. Oh, their dad work at Quantico, or their dad works for here, or their mom works at IRS. Whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. What the fuck happened? It took one day of them niggas not coming to agreement, and all of these niggas is without money. All of these niggas is without job. So you're literally showing me that the federal government on two instances, either they're going to keep you in the system, keep you on WIC, EBT, SNAP, and everything else, or they're going to keep you in the system as a fucking worker bee, and at any point in time, they can fuck your life up. Well, now do y'all see why fucking these politics is kind of important now? And I'm explaining this to grown black people. And I'm kind of confused because a majority of them have that crazy religious mindset. And you know where I'm about to go with that. That whole Joe Biden up in the church telling y'all how to vote. Get your COVID vaccines. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
I do just want to throw this one disclaimer out there, though. When he says debate people who don't know shit, and you brought up about, want to hide something from a black person. But here's the thing. When it comes to politics, most of the whole society, black, white, Hispanic, whatever, most of them don't know shit about what the hell's going on.
They really don't. And I had a conversation with somebody about third-party voting.
People don't care until the shit fucking hits the fan and it affects them. They would rather get off and go whatever the show is, Dancing with the Stars, American Idol. They rather know about everything else. They can tell you whatever show that they watching. They could tell you every single twist and turn that goes on in that. They can go and do their job 1,000%. But they do not give a damn about the people who are writing policies and laws that are going to govern and affect your life. So that's what I'm saying. Think about, like, I guarantee if this like January 26th, you about to watch a whole lot of MAGA be in a world of trouble.
I can't wait.
A lot of it gets cut off that they don't even realize that they're getting. Like I saw somebody say, get rid of that Obamacare, but don't get rid of the Affordable Care Act. Bitch, that's the same thing.
No, what he said. They're fucking dumb.
My baby cousin's over here listening to us podcasting, and she's watching it with us. And she's, unfortunately, She's in the same boat. She's a federal worker that's on furlough right now. Like it sucks.
Oh, I know.
She said that's dumb. She said she's agreeing with you. Like that's dumb. That's insane.
My heart goes out to them because I got a friend on TikTok who she's doing her point of view of a federal worker into the second day, and she works in the cafeteria. It kind of reminded me of you because y'all got that in common, the whole cooking thing. Well, she's like, I'm keeping my head high and I'm good right now, but I'm looking around here and it's sketchy. It's a whole lot of people not coming into work. It's a whole lot. I mean, a lot of people who would be getting meals. Yep. And it's hitting hard.
So that all these federal workers who are furloughed, they're like, hey, we didn't need y'all.
Hey, shoot, bring her up to the mic. Bring her up to the mic. Let her
bring her to the mic. Oh, you want to hear her talk? Okay.
Speak on it. I can hear some of what she's saying. Let her speak on it.
Hi. So I
Hey.
was just telling T, I was just like, we've had debates like this at work and we were having conversations and it's like, all of those government people who are furloughed, right?
Yep.
They're going to keep them furloughed for at least 60 days until like December 1st. And so they're like, hey, we didn't need them. And now they're fired. And now they have a solution. And so now everybody's getting paid who's like essential. So all of the non-essential personnel, which are people who work for like, the Department of Education. Things like that, they're gone because even my TA that I use through the Department of Education, I can't use that right now. I can't even get my money to go to class next semester because they're furloughed. So if they're like, see, we didn't need them, they're all gone. So now you have thousands of people without jobs. And now they solve that problem, right? Because that's what Trump wants. He wants to abolish certain departments and agencies. But now unemployment is skyrocket. So we've been having conversations like that day in and day out. And a lot of the other federal workers that I work with, they have multiple streams of income, but a lot of them don't. So the people who didn't invest their money when they got out of the military and started to become federal workers and they don't have those multiple streams of income, they're the ones struggling. But the smart people who invested in like stocks and crypto and other sources of income, they're okay right now. So it's like people who don't see past the present, they're fucking themselves over.
Yep.
They're fucking themselves over. So yeah, that's all. I was just over here telling T that.
No. You speaking on it, and that's real talk. Because like what I would tell people is, if you
y'all both in the Department of the Navy, by the way.
Oh really? Oh
yeah.
Well, who are then? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But if you're not gonna pay attention to politics, at least just understand that the people who are in power do not give a fuck about you, and so protect your neck at all times. Always prepare as if at any moment they're gonna pull the rug out from under you.
I had people at work say that the only reason why they voted for Trump was because they thought the housing market was going to go down. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. That's the only reason why you voted for this man.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I would ask the question. So how Trump going into power? How would that happen?
They don't have an answer for that because once you start trying to have valuable conversations with people, they lock up, they shut down, and they're just like, oh well, blah 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 this, and then they turn it into like race, and it's just like, baby, we're not talking about race, we're talking about the fundamentals here. Like, how do you plan on eating? You're living paycheck to paycheck because half the people in the military live paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. And you voted for somebody that you thought had your best interest at heart, but he had the 1%'s best interest at heart. So it's hard to have conversations with people who just see one side, and what they see is racism. That's the side that they see. They see the racist side of it. They see the Proud Boys, the bigotry, and just that good old boys club. They don't see like, hey, this is actually affecting you too. Like yo mima and yo papa that are veterans are not going to get their retirement. They're not going to get their social security benefits. They're not going to get all of these things. So
yeah, I mean, I try to like, because since I know people like to lock up, like you were saying, and it's true. anytime you try to have these discussions, especially when you try to have them in good faith, people don't really want to like think about what the hell they're talking about. Really, they don't want to be confronted with like the real questions, which they know they're dodging it because then they actually got to put together why what they're saying doesn't make any fucking sense. And so I sit back and I just try to ask them, well, just explain it to me. I'm not going to press you. Just explain it to me. Help me understand the way you view it, because maybe I got this shit all wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even begin to I can't even begin to understand their thought process, because I had a white boy at work. He made the comment to a different coworker and they brought it up, and he called black people basketball people.
Just like
So that literally right there just tells you the fundamental mindset of that they have. There's really no kind of having a conversation. And then another guy talked about Pete, how he had that whole big conference talking about the Department of War and standards and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, he's getting rid of this, and he wants to get rid of wokeness. And I was like, what is defined as wokeness? What is that defined as? Because it's different to each person. That shouldn't matter. Like, you're making wokeness political. It's not political. It is a personal standard. Like, what it means to you, it may not mean to me.
Because I know definitely, as most black people, what wokeness means to us, it definitely don't mean the same to all these other people.
No, wokeness to me, what I see when I see wokeness is I'm just like, I want the exact same rights that you have just by living as a white person. That's what I think. I just want to wake up and have the same. I don't want to have to fight 3 times as hard to get to where you are when you're born.
You goddamn right. I want to wake up with an 850 credit score.
I mean, I just don't. I mean, I just want to know that when I go in and apply for a job, I got the same fair shot. That's all I want. Fair shot. Want this shit even.
Fair shot.
If you're gonna be a cop and you a dickhead to everybody, and everybody got to watch over their back, okay, cool. But I don't want to be the only person being singled out.
But that's gonna happen. Like, it literally happens. You look like you. Even if you have like the right to, you have your gun license here in Virginia and all of that. Hell, do I even want to use it?
You're going in jail.
It's like I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. Lock them up.
You can end up like Philando Castile.
Exactly.
I mean, Bubba, he had all his paperwork straight
and still got clapped up.
And still got wet up.
Yeah.
Clapped him like some brand new cheeks. Crazy.
Shout
out to Lancaster. Yeah, Lee.
It's funny, like she brought that up because that's one thing that's always triggered me. How they took wokeness, what that meant internally within the black community, and then turned this into everything, whatever. It's going to be women's liberation, it's going to be feminism, it's going to be trans rights, and it's going to be. That's not what wokeness is. Wokeness ain't just throw every fucking thing you don't like in there. That's not what wokeness is.
Yeah. I was able to add value to y'all's work.
Yeah.
Man,
I got some smart.
Whenever she wanna hop in, she got anything she wanna say. Hey, just come straight to the mic.
Yeah,
you
more than welcome to. Oh Lord,
because I don't know if she knows or not, but like I do street interviews and stuff when I can, and I love to have just random people who don't sit here and do this on a regular, have them speak, because a lot of people don't realize that you can get a lot of game from just people who just walking around you. You just only see them like an NPC because you living in your world. You don't realize that they're the star of their story. Also, they got experiences, they got things that they know, and if you actually stop, you can realize like there's so much you can learn from so many other random people, no matter the state that they're in, whether they appear to be doing better than you appear to be doing the same, or even people who are doing worse than you, because obviously they've already went through some of the bad things. They could tell you some shit that you haven't hit yet. Because I used to talk to homeless people in every city I would go to.
Hey, homeless crazies ain't that crazy. I just want to throw that out there. Homeless crazies ain't crazy.
Most of them had a moment of weakness that threw everything off. You can have one moment of weakness that fucked the game all the way up.
That's crazy.
Speaking of wokeness and crazy shit, you saw what that Christy Nome did?
No, but I was about to ask you, did you see what Candace Owens was trying to do on homecoming week?
No, I don't know about that.
Man, that bitch thought she was going to go to some HBCUs and pop her shit. Oh my God, Marcus, you ain't heard about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Candace thought she was finna go pop up on these HBCUs on homecoming week. On top of that,
let me see if I can find that.
see if you can find it real quick, because they sent her ass packing.
It's like you done fucked it up. You can't come over. You can't come over and hang out with us. It's funny that you would even try. It's like you didn't already burned all your bridges in the black community.
The way she was crying over Charlie Kirk, like she was goddamn old boy from Django. Girl, you better go ahead. The way that woman was wishing she was the special friend on that obituary. Stop playing. And then you think you finna go? You's gonna go to where? Not my illustrious HBCU. The devil is a liar. And talk about what? Your views. Baby, we don't even see TV the same. What you talking about? Did you see it? You find it? Look at Marcus. Look at Marcus. Look at it. I got you on the projector, Marcus. So I got the show on the projector muted. So I looked up. I said, "Look at him. Look at him searching." Yeah, I'm looking at the smoke come out that motherfucker. He said, "Wait a minute. This bitch went where?" I knew you was scanning through the article real quick.
Honestly, I would love to debate with Candace Owens. I'm not even gonna say debate. I just have a conversation with this woman.
Hey, I just got a couple of questions I just want to ask her. Do you know what edge control is? That's my first one.
Oh, Lord.
I'm going to take it down because I'm going to throw out the fact. And it was like, have you heard about the stereotype about black women with bad hair and getting with a white man? So you don't know what edge control is at all. Okay, heard that. All right. Was you or was you not screwing Charlie? You can answer that off air if you like, baby. I just need to know. Was you mad when you didn't get put in the obituary? Okay. Lastly, why you hate black people and yourself so much?
Ask her how her lawsuit's going with the First Lady of France.
Yeah, that's
the first man of France.
First Lady. Yeah,
that's a man. That's a man. Do you hear my cousin? She was like, "How that lawsuit going with the First Lady of France?" The first man of France. Yeah. I wonder how that's going.
Ask her how that's going.
I mean, looking at this story, I'm trying to think which HBCU do I think she could have probably got away with this shit at.
With what?
Maybe she could have probably went to like Bethune-Cookman and maybe slid under the radar.
Nah, it's the fact that she real life was trying to have like her own Charlie Kirk shit.
She went to FAMU, really?
Yeah, she went to FAMU out of all places, bro.
Really?
See, and that would have been the perfect time for us to still be cool with Chris, because we could have been like, "Hey, Chris, go down there real quick and see what they're doing." Go check it out. Those are your people.
She had events at Jackson State, Johnson C. Smith, Alabama State University, Tennessee State University, and attracted minimal attendance. Like nobody wanted
Maybe
to see that.
we on the yard strolling, having a good old time, eating hot dogs and hamburgers, and somebody grandmama made jambalaya and a peach cobbler. I ain't trying to hear no bitch talk to me right now. I'm drunk. It's homecoming.
I thought she was
Baby,
done.
I've been drinking since Friday at 3 p.m.
I thought she was done with this Blexit shit.
No.
I thought she was done with that. I didn't know she's still trying to do that.
Baby. She better go ahead.
That shit is an utter failure.
Like her wig. And that hairline.
Well, if she had a wig, maybe it'd be doing better.
You're right. Because her hair is an utter failure. Because I know every time a comb see her, it get to crying.
Hey, her hair remind me of like 13-year-old like hood girls back in the 80s. Well, they was just too broke to have any product. Mom would just put that shit in a ponytail and go out and play, girl.
Hey, with some water. Slap some water on that hoe.
Nah, but her shit don't just look like water. Her shit look dusty, like she been out playing.
Oh, Marcus. Oh, that has to be one. I need to start writing your blackest comments down. 2 weeks ago, it was the watermelon candy. This week, no, her mama didn't even put no water in it. She just been outside playing with her friends all day. Oh my God.
I mean, damn, I smell summer heat.
Oh God. Mm-mm. Not her hair smell like outside, Marcus.
Hey, smell like wet dogs around here.
Ooh. Yeah, Brew. We messy tonight. It's a messy show. We being messy.
Hey, I blame it on Till. Till be bringing this side of me out.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong.
You be
bringing DEI.
Like Till be telling everybody like, y'all don't know Marcus a whole lot more blocker than y'all realize.
Y'all get a hold of man. Don't make me expose you, cause nigga, I'm still in shock. Okay, you did what? When? Not on my watch.
Hey Till, you know that my grandparents dropped out of school to go back to sharecropping?
Jesus. My grandmother is a product of a sharecropper. And so she lived on a sharecropping farm.
Oh yeah,
in Boyton, Virginia.
My grandparents both sharecropped in do I gotta really say the name? I gotta say the real name of the city. They were in Sapulpa and Omuggy.
Are those cities even in existence? They turned that shit into Tacoma. That shit don't even. That's Topeka.
No, this is in Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, that's OKC now. Them cities don't even exist.
I mean, I'm telling you, hey, the little place my grandma grew up, the mayor lived in the projects. Like I thought it was a nickname.
Come here, bro.
Like the mayor over there. Like no, the actual real mayor lived in the projects too.
Wait a minute, the mayor lived in the project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can have it. Say thank you. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. So that's how bad.
Selling my school board building. I mean, selling my school board members. Them niggas is dirty.
What y'all talking about in there? Oh, you know, speaking of black stuff,
Speaking of black stuff, that's a hell of a way to open up the next topic. Speaking of black stuff, since we brought up Negroes,
the little Homeland Security Barbie, what she's out there spreading around.
Is she spraying ice spray on people? What's happening?
Hey, I wish. Well, I wish I could. I don't know if I showed a video or not, but basically, you had what some would describe as young YNs.
Okay.
But they was trying to be on some patriotic shit.
Okay, YNs.
So when we was bombing, when the United States was bombing, well, misguided, but they was trying. With the whole
the boy
bombed Iran.
Mm-hmm.
They did a little video and one put his shiesty up and they all posing like, yeah, Iran, America stands against you. We all gonna unite to go against you. And so they basically saying, yo, even the hood, the YNs are back in America to go against you. Well, Christy Nome, this bitch, this dog killing bitch, decides that she's going to share a doctored video to make it look like those same boys who are being patriotic, uniting for the United States against Iran, were actually suiting up to go against ICE agents for the cartels. Got this young boy 17 getting death threats all over the place. And it is still up to this day. And it's been caught and busted that this shit is a lie. That's not what it said. They don't care. And you got, you got Elon's old white supremacist cyber factory over there pumping it up. Over 40 million views now.
40 million?
Yeah, 40 million people have viewed this video. And now you got all the white ignorants out there wanting to go after these young kids.
Hey, let's give them 40 million and 1 views. I want to see this. Hold on. Are we gonna go to hell? Are we gonna get banned if we play it?
No, we won't get banned because they're not doing anything.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it's messed up. It's messed up. And I'm like, these kids are really trying to bang on the side of the United States. And now they made it look like they're domestic terrorists.
You trying to find more chips?
Hey, yo, John Funny, he said, praying for cartels.
You
funny, John.
Do something. They not coming after, they're not about to use some 16, 17-year-olds.
Hell no. Hell no. Hey, yo.
Do y'all not know black people? 50,000, yeah, but you ain't gonna find a whole lot of black people who gonna take 50,000 to go after federal agents.
Hell no.
No.
Nah, cool. 85K might make me do that. Because at least I know I only got to give my lawyer 5% when I get charged.
They not about to do a video first though.
Oh hell no.
They're not about
hell no.
Hey, we coming after the.
Hell no. But I mean, the way that the world finna go, bro. Look, niggas got 1 week, and I ain't saying niggas like black people. Government got 1 week before we start seeing this motherfucker turn to the French Revolution. That's all I'm saying. For the last 3 years, I've been begging y'all to bring back the guillotine.
I've been wondering a long time when this shit was gonna get crazy.
Bring back the French Revolution. It's time for us to get these niggas straight. Look how they did in France. They did a good job. Them niggas ain't pop shit since. You see how quiet France been ever since they started chopping them niggas' heads off?
Yeah, France they don't play around. They take all their shit seriously.
They really do. Wow.
But it also goes to just like what your cousin was saying there. When a lot of these people don't plan ahead, when they don't plan ahead, they see themselves in a situation where they
my bag, bro. You want my bag? I love it. No, I love it. Sorry, my niece, my cousin got this little puppy, and he eating all my chips.
So here it is, right here. And so the quote tweet says, the fact that Homeland Security has doubled down on this vile, they are putting black teens in harm's way for fucking what? I hope those teens are able to find a lawyer pro bono and sue the shit out of this regime. So here's the video right here. Come on, play. I guess it won't play. I guess that's just a picture. But this is them. This is what they put on there. ICE, we're on the way. Word in the streets, cartel put a 50K bounty on y'all. And so you really think these kids in athletic clothes that look like they getting ready for summer two-a-days is coming after ICE.
I love you for knowing that they just did a 2-a-day. I love you so much, Marcus, for knowing that they came out of a 2-a-day to make this fucking TikTok. Not to mention, y'all are taking niggas' threats on TikTok seriously? Y'all taking TikTok threats seriously. Last time I took a TikTok threat seriously, I think it was 07. They didn't even have TikTok yet. I ain't never took an online threat seriously.
No. I mean,
and yes, Chris H, they did let Marie Antoinette and Louis, I don't even know, Louis the 14th, 15th, 16th? 16th? That's 16th. They let them niggas go off real easy.
So they really took this and are really trying to hype up, you know, the white what somebody called them the white dominance or something. I'll just call it the white majority. The white majority. That's what I call it, because white people are the majority in America. They try to prop up their most ignorance to come after black people. And the fact that Homeland Security is out there, the ones who sending the videos out. So this they did. Let's see how many.
Okay, look. This is another thing I just want to throw out. Homeland Security tweeted this. Y'all got so mad. Y'all niggas opened up Twitter. Was like, nah, fuck an arrest warrant, nigga. We coming for y'all niggas via Twitter. Like, get the fuck. Can we grow up? Grow the fuck up. This is our government.
This is what happened when you put you stock a whole administration full of trolls. These are
and that's the point I'm making. Like now, and this is the moment where it'd be like, damn, Trump, that's fucked up. But you kind of right. Because why the fuck is my tax dollars paying for this nigga to tweet? I get in trouble at work if I'm on Twitter.
Do you got Cash Patel out there beefing with Stephen A. Smith right now?
That's not a chip, but he wasn't. He was just sniffing. I just wanted him to know that's not a chip. The fact that the FBI director has enough time to talk to somebody that has a TV show where he be arguing and screaming, and even in his shit, his points aren't right because he never spent a day on the basketball court is insane to me. But that makes sense because this nigga Patel ain't never spent a day in the streets for him to be part of any federal bureau of investigating shit.
Mm-hmm. How did you go from janky lawyer to the head of the FBI?
Sucking dick. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Was that too fast of an answer? Hold on. Ask it again. Let me give you a couple seconds to get ready for it.
No, answer is perfect.
Sucking dick. I had to get y'all ready. Okay, yeah, he was obviously out here balls to the walls or balls to his chin. I don't know, but yeah, I ain't never seen the most qualified motherfuckers ever.
Yeah, this administration is full of them.
Shit. For all that, can I be the director of the IRS? Because I'm gonna start giving my homies tax breaks. I ain't won't go do that. I'm gonna do it right.
So they had a movie back in the 90s about astronauts called The Right Stuff. This is literally the wrong stuff right here.
Hey, what's one of my the Idiocracy movie? I see your shirt. The Idiocracy movie is one of my favorite ones.
Idiocracy, right here.
Remember? Thank you.
A documentary.
Yes, Idiocracy was a great movie because everything is happening right now, even down to the Crocs. Crocs were made for that movie. And in the movie, it's like everybody that wears Crocs got whacked out poo brain. And now look, everybody's wearing fucking Crocs.
It's kind of funny to me because I wear them kind of like but they are actually comfy when I start wearing them. But it's kind of almost, what do they call it? Tongue in cheek. I don't know. When you said that they have their sucking dick, what I thought, you remember what was that Street Fighter 2, the game? Back when you like beat the hell out of somebody, they go perfect.
Oh, I did say it out there just as quick as hell too.
Hold
on, perfect. Mike Johnson's grinder leaks dropped. What?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Wasn't somebody getting their cheeks clapped in the Senate last year?
Yeah, that was somebody's intern.
Was it Mike? Was it Mike Johns?
Hey, he was like this, like, "Hey, y'all, look."
That shit is so crazy to me. Okay, that
Yeah,
is so crazy.
he filmed his back door getting penetrated.
Did you hear about that?
Or I mean, wow. Yeah. They talking about YN's out of control. No, that motherfucker out of control. So I heard that's how KKK ended up burning crosses.
Sorry, I got the sneezies and shit too. Wait, I heard that's how the KKK ended up burning crosses. It was initially only in a movie, then they decided to actually do it.
No, they was actually already doing it.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna hold you. These motherfuckers ain't got no creativity. Nah.
Yeah, they was already doing all that shit. And so talked about the shutdown. Oh, while we still talking about Homeland Security, did you hear about the Homeland Security dude that got arrested drunk driving?
No.
That video is hilarious.
Look, we got so much that happened this week between Homeland Security, the feds, the not feds, aka ICE. The gambling ring, the NBA is going up in flames, and they just started. The season just started the other day. Kevin Durant getting arrested. Goddamn Chauncey Billups getting arrested. The goddamn white referee from Maryland.
I was just honestly right before that story dropped, like 10 minutes after I told a real life Chauncey Billups story. I saw the story drop. Talk about crazy. I literally was just talking to somebody about a story. My cousin, I was hanging out with my cousins, and because he played college basketball, and so he knew some of these NBA players. And one of the players we were hanging out that night was Chauncey Billups. And literally right after I told that story, I saw the leaks drop. But one thing you got to explain to me, Till. Maybe I'm not that good at math, but they said that they were. Oh shoot, we lost Till. But I don't know if y'all heard about these NBA, the NBA bust that's going on right now. Oh, there she is. You are.
Go ahead, give me the math. I told you I got you on YouTube, so I can't miss the conversation.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand this, right?
Okay.
Billups and the handful of NBA players that's names have been leaked are all multimillionaires.
Yes.
They have rigged these games for tens of thousands. So, according to what I'm hearing, not even over 100,000 rewards have been reaped for what they're doing. Why? I don't understand. If you sitting on like about 30 million, why are you doing illegal activity for like 20,000?
Okay, so first off, niggas is greedy. But the thing that's getting me is, why are y'all that pressed? And why haven't I seen any of the mob bosses arrested? Because that math ain't mathing, especially when you telling me all these motherfuckers have multi-million-dollar careers and deals. Is times really that hard?
You know that this investigation's been going on since the first Trump administration?
Oh, Trump mad at these niggas. How many? Look, Trump must have not been winning. He must have been putting the wrong bets on the wrong teams, baby.
Now, what I think it is this goes back to remember the kneeling protest, right? Going back to Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
Well, start seeing after that, the NFL actually pushed back to a degree on some of them. They didn't. Okay. They basically blacked out Kaepernick. I'm blanking on the other team, his other teammate who was kneeling along with him. He's no longer with the team, and I think he ended up retiring shortly after that.
Yeah, of course.
In the NFL, it was some back and forth struggle, you know. But the NBA, on the other hand, took a very different approach. The NBA was like
they were BLM. They had the sweaters. They had the practice hoodies. You right? Ooh, shit! You just blew up my brain. My brain was not remembering none of that shit. Oh, they had black national anthems. They've been singing the black national anthem in Black History Month. They had nothing but black stars. Wow.
And so all of a sudden, now it's investigations going on. Well, I imagine they ain't really have very much. So the investigations kept going on, but nothing came about. Because if something would have came about, it would have been something there. When Biden went in, they could have done it because the FBI, as far as I saw, was just prosecuting all kind of cases. It didn't have nothing to do. Now, granted, of course, some shit is always political. There's always politics going on, but for the most part, most of the FBI was just doing normal FBI shit.
But this is the other thing that got me is about the whole thing. Now that you said it, the FBI, the mafia is the FBI.
But here, I'm gonna give you one more thing first, because I need to give you this last ingredient before you start cooking.
Oh shit!
So, Epstein files
come out.
A whole lot of pressure going on, a whole lot of nothing coming out. And so Cash need a win. Cash needs something where he can say, "Look, I got criminals. I got some criminals for you, and yeah, we're gonna arrest him. Yeah, so forget
what
about
are they? Basketball players, niggas.
Mm-hmm. And so that's why a long buried case that they didn't give a shit about, that these dumb niggas probably didn't even realize, like, oh, that's illegal. Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to tell you that this person ain't gonna play tonight. And so now they turn that into something to go after somebody that Trump already don't like for plenty of reasons. One of the main ones going against him and the whole, George Floyd stuff and the whole kneeling stuff and wokeness, as they say. So we just leave that on the back burner until we need something to deflect. Hey, white supremacists, we got some niggas for you to be mad at and some Italians.
No, not the Italians, because check me out. Not one of them mafia people have had they fucking mugshot put on fucking World Star, Shade Room, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. Where the fuck are the mob bosses that are a part of this fucking ring? I done seen Chauncey. I done seen Kevin Garnett. I done seen the referee from Maryland. I done heard Chris Paul's name get dropped. I done heard all these niggas, but I ain't heard not one Calistanio, Tortellini, Alfredo, goddamn.
Yeah. They said 30 people.
Gambino, none of them.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be all of them. The Genovese, Bonanno. It's supposed to be the 5 families, and a lot of people is like, wait a minute, the 5 families are still in operation like that. I think that's kind of partially a misnomer, because I don't believe the 5 families are working quite the way they used to. But on top of that, I'll tell people, no, they never went away. I mean, for all those people who just think of Kansas City or Kansas as, oh, it's just some little farmland. The mob runs Kansas City.
Solitary confinement.
The mob still runs KC.
It's great.
All the, like, I know some of y'all other cities, y'all dealing with different cartels and all that shit like that, but they want to get their product in the KC area. They still dealing with the mob. They want to buy guns. They still dealing with the mob.
Yo, Nina said it right. Never gonna see those FBI informants. Yes, they are fucking. Al Sharpton. Oh my fucking God. Yes, girl. Al Sharpton just got found out in the black community. Ben knew. When I tell you the black community can point out a snitch from a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Al Sharpton is a snitch, y'all. Surprise, surprise. All this shit is so crazy. This has been a rough week, y'all. Are y'all ready for Christmas? Because y'all ain't gonna have no food stamps. So
what I'm saying is y'all need to celebrate your Christmases, celebrate, your Kwanzas, your Hanukkah, all that. Celebrate your Thanksgiving or your Happy Killing Indians Day.
Whoa.
No,
I'm the same way, because I call Thanksgiving Massacre Day and I call Christmas White Double Holiday. Okay.
Oh, because I guarantee you, after the fake New Year goes by, it's going to be a very, very interesting 2026.
You better talk about the fake New Year, Marcus. You better. Woo! You better show these people you more than what, man. Y'all don't even know this nigga. How I know this nigga, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm sorry. Every now and then, stuff slips, Teal. Every now and then.
God, dog, this nigga jog. I'm trying to tell you. This motherfucker got more faces than a goddamn dreidel. Yeah. You like how I did that? That was a good Hebrew joke. God damn.
Mm-hmm. I like
that.
what you did there.
You like how I did that. But no, I'm dead ass. Like this whole thing is this is gonna be my new shit that I'm gonna watch, Marcus. Remember, I was on the Diddy shit. Now Diddy's done. This is my new Diddy trial for the political matrix.
Diddy gonna be out in a minute.
He was about to be free any goddamn way.
He can be up there.
Take that. He better take that fucking time.
Oh, he really gonna be telling somebody take that soon.
Oh, child, or he might be taking it. Yikes! Hey,
well, we never know. I know Meek Mills is somewhere sweating right now.
Man, can't even say sweating balls because that part.
See, you're gonna make me say stuff. No, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I love how funny we are.
Balls. No, he out there worried about sweaty balls.
Baby oil versions.
DMT. Yep, can't believe it's almost 2026. Yes, it is almost 2026, and I've already heard all kind of stuff from like prognosticators and people who forecast different information, looking at stuff. I wonder if by the end of 2026, if Ukraine is even hardly existing anymore. Because I know we ain't talked about it in a while.
About to say, we still give a fuck about them niggas?
Putin been stomping on necks over there hard.
Asking.
Yo, they're gonna have Ukraine in a minute gonna have people out on the front lines and walkers. I'm telling you. They're gonna have to take all their webcam models and put them on the front line.
I was about to say the same thing. I said, is it because they're gonna be down to nothing but old people and prostitutes?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Putin ain't playing with their big ass.
They raised they raised the conscription age to 58.
I did. I saw that. And I hang out with 50-year-old motherfuckers. I don't think y'all understand. Y'all want no 50-year-old niggas trying to help fight no war?
Nah. Hell, you don't really want no 40-year-olds.
I was about to say the same thing. Nigga, 40. Nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. You don't want my almost 35 head ass out there. I get winded.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want me to do what? I got too much mouth. I got put me in the brig, bitch. I can't do it. I can't. Put me in the brig. I put me on the firing line. It is what it is, Putin. I can't do it. Let me tell you, I get a little too winded. My black ass be line dancing and hell nah. I know. That was a good one. Geriatrics and prostitutes, because that's exactly what I thought.
Hell, I had what was it, probably about 2 weeks ago, just getting into bed. I put my knee on the bed and put my weight too much on that knee and was like, shit.
Hell, me.
I might have to call off from work tomorrow. Shit.
Nigga, I stretched wrong and my shoulder still hurt. I swore I popped that bitch out the socket. I said, oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Put that bitch above my head and still kind of tweak. Nigga, don't play with me. Y'all don't want my broken head, my broken ass.
Yeah, Max says here, we need to talk about Ukraine more. Last I heard, people were running and hiding in the ruins to get away from being drafted. Yo, I'm going to tell you the last couple of things, the conversations, because I know some of y'all have been following this, but for those who haven't been following, I'll just throw out a little bit of groundwork, what's been going on. First, they tried to have a little summit, and they tried to tell Trump tried to tell Putin, yo, can y'all kind of like come to an agreement? And he like, yeah, sure. And then Ukraine comes and he tells him, all right, now listen here. He said he'll work out a deal. Shut your ass, take it. And then Ukraine is like, but I don't really. It's like,
you're gonna take this deal and you're gonna fucking like it.
Deal. And then Ukraine's like, we can do a deal, but and Russia's like, nope, fuck it, everything's off. That quick. They're like, hey, we want 100%.
Because Because Putin knew what time it was. Putin was like, "Yeah, nigga, I guess we'll make a deal." Okay, they said they make a deal. I never said I really wanted to. I just said I guess. Did you hear that part? Guess. You guessed wrong. I said that on Wednesday, bro. It's Friday.
He like, nope, he playing over there. Nope. He coming at me half stepping. He need to be like, no, deal is whatever you need to do this deal, we done. He like, nah. He over there play pimping. We not dealing with the play pimping over here. We ain't selling wolf tickets today. Or in their case, bear tickets. But anyway.
Hold up. Tooth pain can what happens when the none out of when they run out of geriatrics and sex workers? Tooth pain can be worse than labor pains.
I'm gonna tell you what happens. What happens when they run out of geriatrics and sex workers? What happens is now the government and billionaires are encircled and they surrender and flee. That's what happens.
Oh yeah, for Ukraine. Because I was about to tell you. Do you understand that Ukraine has officially trained bears to fight their wars for them?
Mm-hmm.
They have trained bears, y'all. Have you ever thought about fighting a bear? Now think about this. Have you ever thought about fighting a grown ass bear that's trained to fight humans and that can drink vodka?
But I will.
All right.
And if you're dealing with a hand-to-hand or a knife battle, okay, you're in trouble. But I guarantee a couple of 2-2-3 rounds change that bear's trajectory.
True. But it's the liquor that I'm worried about. You ever fought somebody on liquid courage? Fight an animal on liquid courage.
You talking about getting them on a cocaine bear?
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly where I was going with this. By the way, that was a very good movie. Steve and I went and watched it as a unit. Blunt Force Wisdom went and seen Cocaine Bear in theaters, and it was actually really good. But nevertheless, yes. Have you ever seen Blacked Out Vodka Bear? You're about to.
Oh,
it'll be on coming to a TikTok near you.
That's even worse than a cocaine bear.
Bear, that nigga gonna be working double time. Shit. He might beat up his own comrades fucking around with the fuck around.
Oh, he will.
Yeah. That bear, have mercy.
She said, you're preaching to the choir, deacon, ushers, congregation, first lady, and the pastor here. Woo! That's a hell of a quote.
Appreciate you.
I'm just saying, like, Ukraine is about to get ugly if they don't fucking, like, I put it this way. Zelensky, he knows that the moment I surrender, probably going to be a dead man. So I got two options. Either I surrender and hope that a random accident doesn't happen to me, or I'm getting exiled out of this country and I got to go hide somewhere and beg for protection from somebody's government. That's his only
all
option.
I'm saying. He better wear that. He need to wear that all black suit when he do it, because he look good getting pumped in that all black suit. Wherever you go, Zelensky, wear the black suit.
But here's the other thing too. Let's say, for instance, he decide, nah, I'm not going out like that. He got billionaires over here like, bitch, get your ass back out there. I ain't tell you to stop singing. Anime? I'm just playing. But that's kind of the situation.
You ain't lying, Ike.
That's the situation he in. He can't back down because people put him in that situation to do their bidding. And the moment he's not doing their bidding, we don't really need you anymore. So sorry for what happened to Vladimir. And so the man knows that I don't really have no good options here. All I can keep doing is keep going until my puppet masters tell me I can stop. And they say, okay, here's enough, enough.
That's so sad.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you decide to take the money, because eventually it sounded good to him at first. I'm going to make this money. Y'all going to make me be president? Cool. And then they're like, oh, we're going to need a little favor from you. We're going to need you to do this and this and over in the Donbass. I don't really want to do that. What? You don't want to do what? All right, I'll do it. Then you did that, and then escalation happened. And now you got yourself in a world of hurt, and they told you, don't worry. We got aid. We got the Americans. We got this. We got all NATO's going to jump in and back you up. So it's not going to get too far out of control. And he's like, you sure?
I ain't got no more tips.
And then,
we sure. We said what we said. We want you to go do that.
And then they're like, don't worry, we got you. You good. And now he's sitting 2.5 years later and realizing, I fucked up. Oh, I didn't really fucked up. Oh, what now? Man, the man is sitting with a rock in a hard place.
Better wear that black suit.
He's in what we would call Mizraim. Between a rock and a hard place. So, not much he can do. Yes, would I lie to you? Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. And it's like, have you not learned a lesson from everything else that's going on? And then on the flip hand, the whole Gaza situation.
Okay, I don't even know. It is so messy over there. I can't even keep up with it anymore. I done seen 45 ceasefires. People and kids are still getting blown the fuck up. I done seen 76 other ceasefires, and then they blew somebody up and said, "Oh, my bad. We didn't blow them up."
They had to
what
send
the fuck is going on?
Jared Kushner, JD Vance, and Wolfcock over there to basically like literally sit over there and babysit the Israelis. Like, yo, can you fucking chill, man? You know how you got that crazy dude in the crew who he can't wait for action. He just want to do something to somebody.
Yeah, he the one that goes, my dick get hard when I shoot niggas. Like, wait a minute, sir. What? What is wrong with you? Why are you like this?
You like, hey, let me talk to them for a minute. You know how you see in the movie you had that guy. He's like, hey man, I'm trying to work with you here. I mean, crazy. And he trying to talk. He trying to talk you down. That's what you have going on right now. And that JD Vance is trying to tell them, yo, man, just calm down. You don't have to shoot everybody. But Israel is like itching to start shooting again.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get redrafted. Redrafted? What?
Mm-hmm.
What you mean, sir? What you mean redrafted?
And even the people who's supposed to come in to this whole Palestine like watch committee crew, you already have Smotrich and Gavir like, nah, fuck them. We don't like them bitches. So they really just looking for a chance to get right back to it. I mean, you already got you had another case of a journalist who went over there. He's just trying to like cover some shit. No. And he goes to IDF, American journalist with a bunch of
these cores and start chewing on shit.
And he's trying to get help. The IDF sets him up for the settlers to bring them to come out and start beating them with sticks. So they unfortunately, this is just going to be a continual slow-moving car accident over there. Actually, we got 2 slow-moving car accidents right now. The only difference is in the Ukrainian car, he has the ability to jump out of the car and not go over the cliff, whereas the Palestinians don't have a choice. This crash is coming, and it's going to be a violent one. And you're like, I can't even say the crash is coming. The crash is in process. The car is already crunching. Your head has already hit the steering wheel. Now at this point, you got the gas tank. You know, you got a gas tank is leaking, and you got a fire going on already. It's at the point where the car is about to blow up. Whereas Zelensky and his car still got the chance for his head to hit the airbag and not the steering wheel. So that's the only, okay, yeah, you could say that. More train wrecks than a car crash. But the reason why I use car crash more than a train wreck, because a train, a lot of times, it's going to hit and fall over. You don't have that that crunching and the evolution of the accident being destroyed. You know, I know a lot of times when a train hits something, I mean, it's not very often a train hits another train. Most of the time they hit a car or they hit something on the track that gets them derailed. But when a car hits something, they can be hitting any damn thing. The car can be hitting the train. And honestly, I can see a situation where both of them could be cars hitting the train. The only difference is that Russian train is smacking the car and keep moving.
Yeah, that's an Amtrak right there, big dog.
Yeah. Shoot, now that's a
bullet train out of Japan.
That's CVX.
Okay.
That's what you got. That motherfucker just pow, still going. Whereas in this situation over here, you basically have a situation where this train is already tipping. It didn't hit the car. The car is obliterated and over here apart and burning already, about to explode. While this train, it just hit the car and it kept moving, but this motherfucker about to tip over, and then the damage is gonna come. So that's how I look at this whole thing. I see Michael's in the building. What's up, Michael?
Michael?
Yeah, from Abby Do. I was about to say
oh. Abby. Hey, Mike.
Yep. Have you forgotten about East Palestine? No, I haven't forgotten about it. That's when a train has toxicity going on, and you could say that could be a train that Israel is on.
Yep.
Because they're doing long-term damage to themselves. They're putting themselves on a path of no return. And because I look at it like this, let's say, for instance, in their hypothetical world, it all ends. They get all the rubble out, start taking all this time to rebuild, doing all this and doing all that. I don't see how, if I'm a Palestinian living there and you killed 23 members of my family, some of them I've had to like hold in my arms while they're dying, heads smashed and shit like that. There's no way I'm not coming back to take somebody out, and a whole bunch of somebodies. And at that point, I wouldn't even care who. I'd be like, you on the team of the people I don't like? I don't
Fuck you.
You're alive. I don't care if you didn't have nothing to do with it. You got to go down too. Because you know what? My family doesn't have nothing to do with this shit. So
no, it's my brother. I know he just got home from the surgery.
May not be fair. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying. May not be fair, but it is what it is. How can any of us talk about what's fair and try to without putting ourselves in the mindset of somebody who, imagine being 7 years old, you were a little kid playing, going to school,
and then you don't.
And now you watch every member of your family die in the most horrific ways for 2 years straight. What do you think you're going to grow up and become? And I would say probably we're looking at a scenario of easily hundreds of thousands are dead. I'd say there's not possible that there's no less than 200,000 dead. That's like, I think, minimum. I say it's more likely that we're looking at 400 to 500,000 dead. You can't tell me that remaining like 1.8 million is not just thinking the moment that they get up and running and they find again, it's going to be a lot of them that are going to be on demon time. And can you blame them? That's all I'm saying. So now you took a population which had animosity towards you, who was just like, I can't fucking stand them. To now, I fucking want to kill every one of them. Now you put that in them now. Even the ones who didn't feel that way was like, you know what? Allah, they don't know what they do. We just got to pray and be strong and take the upper route. You fucked all that off now. I don't see how there's anybody in Palestine who was trying to take the moral or take the higher road, every single one of them are going to wish death on every single one of y'all. And y'all, this is what you call a self-fulfilling prophecy. You screamed about they all want us dead. Oh, well, now they all are going to want you dead. And then when it starts happening to you, most of the world ain't going to give a fuck because you did it to yourself. And you cheered it on. So sympathy cards for the land of Israel are out the door for most of us. Now, I'm not going to put my hands on nothing. I'm not doing a damn thing. But like the song Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, I'm not crying for you either.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. That's like my shit. Don't play with me. I like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the Charlie Kirk thing. I mean, Charlie Kirk talk all kind of shit about
and they got clapped up.
And then people are like, how can you guys not feel bad for what happened to Charlie? Man, fuck Charlie Kirk. I don't give a damn about that dude. That dude was
as many black people we see just die on live. Like, get out of here. We're desensitized. How about that, bitch?
Yeah.
Why? How come your granddaddy liked to lynch people? Can we talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just curious.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. Now I'm not saying I tell other people to do it. But when something bad happens, it's like not that long ago when Kissinger died. I think I gave a fuck about that. You know how many people that how much blood is on that man's hands?
Okay. Y'all want me to be what? Sympathetic? Fuck out of here. We not even in the same caliber of human, bro. I don't do the same shit he do.
Can't be sympathetic to evil. Sorry. And for people who say, well, he was just using words. His word, y'all don't even know how many people his words have touched and influenced and affected other people. Y'all have no clue how many people whose lives he made miserable through other people who he influenced. And I know that he negatively influenced it. His negative influence affected people because you can hear how many people are fucking boo-hooing and crying about him. Obviously, what they're telling you is they rock with him and they think like him. So if they think like him, you don't think in a job that maybe that's why you didn't get that promotion? Because that piece of shit don't think that you're worth it or qualified like a Charlie Kirk who only sees you by your skin color or your sexuality, or just because you don't share the same religion as him. So just leave it at that. How did Argentina go from Avila to Malay? Well, very easy. When you let a whole lot of people sneak out of Germany into South America, they start getting some numbers, and many of them are coming with gold from the late 1800s. German gold from the late 1800s. That's how. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. Teal, go on ahead and save the show before I say something that I shouldn't say.
Hey, I just want to let you know that your phone already started leaking out. So just want to let you know our FBI agent is in full fucking effect. So if the YouTube goes down next or the StreamYard starts going crazy, thank you for ruining this show. Marcus out here putting all this political shit. I talk a little bit of shit in the beginning, talk about we not that political because we couldn't remember a president. This nigga just read Israel and East Palestine for filth. Jesus. Man. And now look, and this is when our FBI agents come and scrub our fucking phone. I promise you, I need my FBI agent to just pick out my best news, bro, and put them in a folder. Help me out. I can't find them. How about that?
I challenge my FBI agent to celebrity boxing match. Come get me, bitch. Come on.
Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. That actually sounds kind of cool. Like to get out of being your way to get out of being watched and taken off the watch list is you got to fisticuffs your number one agent. That's how you get out your contract. Zelensky, you got to box the biggest nigga. Van Damme style. That's what you got to do, boo. Don't you got a movie that do that? Zelensky? Yeah, I need Zelensky to get them golden gloves out, okay? Get the fisticuffing, I don't know.
What?
Trump?
Hey, fuck the golden gloves. He need to turn into Boyka.
Dead ass. Let's get this popping. Russia versus Ukraine. Straight up fisticuffs. I'm going to put my money on Russia because have you seen Vladimir lately? That nigga cut like an A for dope. And not to mention, he has a fucking doesn't he have a Shiba Inu dog? Has anybody paid attention to the fact that he has a Shiba Inu that was gifted to him?
Some of them big ass dogs? Yeah, I think he do.
No, not the big ass wolf ass dog. He got gifted a Shiba Inu, which if I'm not mistaken, somebody Google this. The Shiba Inu is Japan's dog, right? I don't want to miss racist the right country. So anyway, so they gifted that dog to him and it was a puppy, right? They came to visit him recently. Tell me why. He got that motherfucker trained to the nines, boy. I thought my dog was trained well. This nigga done trained this Japanese dog to the nines, bro. The Japanese people came to see the dog. They dropped off. They scared of the dog. They dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
I said, God damn, Vlad. Shit.
You turn in from disciplined killer to disciplined assassin.
Yes, he fucking man's best friend. That dog will die on the line for Vladimir. The way that I seen that motherfucker scan that room, smell them Japanese people up and down, that shit was crazy.
Hey, Mac, I still, he might have some skills, but
That's Chris. That's Chris H.
Say, hey, he might got skills, but I got heart. And I got skills. So, hey, let's run one. That's how I see it. Let's run one.
Hey, I just want to know. It'd be my motherfucking luck. They got some big burly ass German nigga as my fucking FBI agent. Not to mention, I just want to let you know, I feel like this is more plausible now than it ever was before, Marcus. So once again, this is a real threat to our FBI agents that be on our phone. And yes, I said threat because I want the smoke, bitch. I'm tired of you dropping my calls at some of the best parts. It's pissing me off.
No, yours gonna be a big ass woman named Ursula.
With a thick ass accent. Nevertheless, I feel like this is the most plausible time because these niggas not getting paid any fucking way. So they like the money to do the celebrity match. So let's get it. Line it up. Come on, FBI agent, line it up. We ain't got to put no. Matter of fact, I'll pay for your kids' first year in college if you really want this smoke. I'll cover their first year in college. Come on, you ain't getting that shit anyway. GI what bill? Gone.
I can't do all that, but I can fill your gas tank a couple of times.
Hey, look, it's gonna be on payment plans. They still gonna have to talk to Sally Mae, but I'll help out. Enough for the first year. Yeah, and hey, let me put this out there too. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking Ivy League shit. Your bitch going to something regular. Don't make me say community college the first year and then she transfer her credits. Stop playing with me. Don't go crazy, bitch. Be reasonable.
Speaking of, FBI and them doing all that different shit. Algorithms.
Mine sucks.
I said something about I put in that I wanted to talk about breaking the algorithm. And that's something that I've kind of noticed that it's a big deal, but I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is. And I'm gonna tell you how to break the algorithm. It's it's not hard to break it, but a lot of times how they get us to go down these different rabbit holes is because, like, especially how YouTube in particular, YouTube has gotten fucking horrible. YouTube has gotten horrible with their algorithm. I could have been watching, I could have had videos where history, politics, politics news, politics news. And then I watched 3 videos, 3 videos about, say, AI Michael Jackson or puppy videos, and now my whole feed just becomes puppy videos and basket weaving or some shit. It does not mean just because I've showed a little interest in a couple of other things outside of the handful of topics that now I want to be flooded with all this other shit.
Same here.
I like my stuff being diversified. And what I would suggest to you all is a lot of people tend to get on, they hit that home page and scroll the home page. Ignore that shit. Come to YouTube, something in particular you want to watch, and start putting in these keywords. Because I remember for a while I started thinking, I wanted to start doing more collaborations with people, and I want to do collaborations with more Black channels. And so what I started doing is I started making an effort to look for Black content creators.
I want to go on Dante's show. I want to be on Grits and Eggs.
So the way to do that is to specifically look for it. That's the way to do it. You got to look for it. That's the only way you're going to break your algorithm is you got to feed it what you want it to have. Because if you do not, because I guess since I was an adult and I'm working and all, because see, I worked during the pandemic the whole time. I was going to work. So I guess I don't know what it's like for people who are working from home. And I didn't realize how many of these teenagers working from home, how much that affected them. How many of them went down these dark rabbit holes and then went into these, these supremacist kind of ideologies. And that's what I'm saying, how dangerous these algorithms can be. It can be dangerous as in funnel you into certain negative conspiracy theories that can be dangerous. Like I went over a case about these women who got into the QAnon bubble real hard, thinking that the government was in concert in taking their kids away. Not to mention that these bitches had like meth problems and shit like that. It couldn't have been the problems that they had. It was, oh, the government is taking my kids because they're going to traffic them, even though the government taking my babies. Even though they found exactly where the kid was, and a case of two women who went out and killed people. Well, one killed the some kind of social worker that was involved, just to find out the kid is just with your mom.
Ooh, fuck.
Perfectly fine. And you ruined your whole life because you didn't want to accept the fact that you were just a shitty mom and the kid was in danger being with you. But no, in your mind, no, that's not what it is. My kid got taken because the pedophiles want to traffic my baby. And my own mom, who raised me and didn't do none of that shit, is now a part of it. The mental health needs to be worked on in this country, for one. But
okay, I was about to say the same thing because I didn't want to get on my mental health soapbox today.
Well, I'm giving you the other lady, what she did is one of these QAnon grifters was telling her he's going to help her find the kid. And when she started getting pissed off that she's not getting results and going to this person, to that person, to that person, she's like, you know what? He must be a part of it. And killed this dude. To find out this motherfucker just a grifter. There's so many people online who people take seriously who are grifters, and you got to be conscious of the algorithms that you're being put into, because it can fill you into a negative place, or it can fill you into la la land where you're not aware of the things that are going on around you and how dangerous that they are. So we got to be cognizant of dangerous shit, being too aloof, and just weirdo crazy shit that makes no sense. So sorry, off my soapbox. Oh, Teal? On it.
Take that time to pee. I didn't want to get on
my bad. I always get
no. It's okay. I had to go pee real quick, but I just didn't want to get on my mental health soapbox because it's the truth. You're absolutely right. Our mental health really needs to be studied. Our mental health really needs to work. It sucks that, during this government, it goes right back to this government shutdown and everything else. Granted, the government shutdown kind of, you know what I'm saying? We need to do something about our Medicaid, not get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? I was on Medicaid for a great deal of my time because I was an entrepreneur. And so even with it, I got good medical care in some aspects, but then I got, excuse me, then I got terrible medical care when it came to mental health. And like, I can tell you one specific point in my life where I needed it the most. I went through some of the most traumatic shit in such a small span of time. You know what I'm saying? So like the fact that I was in the peak of like the shits of going through my shits, and I had I had insurance to get help, and they still put me on a 3-month waiting list. Like, what in the fuck? 3 months?
Yeah.
3 months to talk to somebody about why life sucks? 3 months to get this shit up off my chest? That's crazy. You know how much? You know how long 3 months is, y'all? That's 90 days.
You asking
You know
for
how long it take to write a manifesto? 17 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You about to ask somebody how long it take to rack back a gun? It's real quick. You can ruin your life in a day.
Yep.
But it takes 3 months for you to talk to somebody so you don't make a permanent decision on a temporary circumstance. I don't understand that. So many people have PTSD just off of their algorithm. If we want to bring it back to the original topic, so much PTSD is given out on our algorithm. We can just take the last month, the last 30 days. Let's take 30 out of the 90. I had to wait. I had to wait to see a therapist. Let's take 30 days out of it. We done seen Charlie Kirk get clapped up. Okay. We've consistently been bombarded with Palestine. We've been semi bombarded with Ukraine, and we've had an entire federal fucking shutdown in 30 days. Go ahead, Marcus. In 30 fucking days, y'all. And y'all are telling me I have to wait another 60 to talk to some fucking body about all the trauma that I've seen in the last 30 fucking days. That's insane to me. And I know, Yonina, I know. Playing devil's advocate. Okay, Chris. Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because COVID did not help with that. Chris, it didn't. So let's smack that up on that motherfucker too. But Trump getting rid of ACA his first administration, yes, that's terrible. But like, girl, this shit is insane. This shit is insane, bro. It was during Biden's administration that I couldn't get no motherfucking mental help either. During that entire time frame, the only thing that they cared about is if you were what Colorado now has, I think it's called the red flag law or the red tape law or some weird ass shit like that, where if you were to call the suicide prevention hotline, they flag you so that you can never carry a gun again. So you can never like, child, Nina, we in the same boat.
Oh, what I was saying about the COVID thing is I wasn't playing devil's advocate for COVID. What I was saying is the lockdowns push people deeper into these algorithms because more of these people were isolated and alone. That's what I was saying.
Which allowed you to death scroll even more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which builds up to this PTSD because now we can see everything we want live and in charge. So I don't know. It's a lot. A lot of these things really just boil down to like mental health or like assisting with mental health. I'm not saying the entire world needs to be medicated. A lot of therapy needs to be done. Like we really like, I don't even know what to do about it. Because in one breath, I don't want to censor anything. But in the other breath, we might need to censor some shit. I don't know.
Well, that's a trap that people have fell into. Oh, nothing needs to be censored. BS. Some things are toxic for you. There does need to be a level of protection for people, especially if you've survived through certain things. Also, things that are going to be harmful to other people. Yeah, there needs to be a certain level of just protecting people. If you just you just leave everything out there, then your want for this freedom might work for you, but might fuck over somebody else. And sometimes that needs to be factored in. It can't be this just selfishness of I need to have everything that I want to have, and it's almost like a little kid thinking to me. You know, things need to be, there needs to be certain parameters and responsibility. And that's the reason why you have a whole governments and countries in the first place. And for those who will hop in there and be like, well, that's why we shouldn't have any of that. Then, okay, then you will be governed by somebody, because the moment that you start shutting down the government, the moment you get into this libertarian paradise where you abolish damn near everything, you will be taken over by somebody. Somebody who's more organized than you will take you over. So it's the world that's been fostered. Like, I get it. A lot of people love to live in mythical thinking. And if I lived in here, I would, like, people who want to abolish all prisons. Abolishing prisons doesn't get rid of crime. So what do you do with these people? You can give therapy to people, but that still doesn't eliminate all criminal behavior. So what, you feel like these serial killers out here, let's not just have prisons, let's just have them come to therapy 3 times a week. And that's going to solve the 17 bodies that was found in their cellar. I mean, I get some people wanting to live in this kumbaya world and everything works in a perfect world, but just because you can dream it and fantasize it doesn't mean the reality is going to work that way. Yes, I get it. Many of us don't love cops. Many of us don't love the carceral system and don't like how they've used it. But at the same time, to think that because they've used it improperly and they funnel people in there in a need for profit does not mean that it doesn't need to be there. I don't know. Am I talking out of turn there, Teal? Because I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't think so. Yeah. I'm trying to catch up on comments too.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess from there, the last thing I'll say, because like with this, we're still working on the when we can do this collabo. But from the research I've done on it, I don't think you guys realize just the sheer amount of like evil behavior I've researched on people, and I think almost that.
What's the majority?
Huh?
Who's the majority of it?
Oh, well, you already know that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying, y'all, they some weirdos, bro. They do weird shit to people.
It's not even close. It's
no.
Well, you know, I've sent you some of them videos too.
Yes. It's not us, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I'm gonna stand on that mountain. I'm gonna die on that mountain. I'm gonna die on that hill. It's not us. It's never been us, bro. We ain't really got it in us because we don't do that type of shit. Y'all be eating niggas and boiling niggas and cutting them up. Hey, yo, I do want to throw out the fact that that Ed Gein scene when old boy split that nigga mama, it looked good. It would look really good. Ryan Murphy did a good job depicting that.
Well, yeah, the special effects people did a great job on that stuff. But like, I wanted to address this comment here. Like, Jacqueline says, people who dealt a little weed went on a pro-Palestine protest or vandalized a statue don't need to be in prison, though. Never said they did. Never said they did. I don't even think weed should be illegal. But here's what I'm saying. I feel if you do other criminal behavior, then yeah, like if you smoking weed and you got a problem, like an alcoholic, if you got a problem with your alcohol, okay, maybe you need to go to some therapy. But I'm not saying you need to go to prison for it. No, but I'm saying if you decide to go in somebody's house, and like for instance, when I worked correction, there was a girl who stabbed her mother 57 times. What do you do? Should she not go to prison? There's a case where dude comes up with a scheme because his parents are cutting him off from giving him money that he wants to kill his parents and make it look like a murder suicide.
Ooh, child.
What do you do with that? I'm not talking about the random person who speeds too much and got too many tickets, them going to prison. I'm not talking about the person who's a drug user. Hell, I'm not even talking about the corner boy really going to jail. Man, I give him some community service or something, you know, and maybe some house arrest or some shit. But I'm talking about we still have a world with real criminals.
Hey, French robbers.
We got people who will get in a truck and drive through a whole crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got people like, the Axel kid, remember the one in the UK I sent you?
Yeah.
He killed those 3 little girls and stabbed a whole bunch of other people. But here's the one thing most people don't talk about in that story. Do you know what he had in his room?
What did he have? KKK shit, Aryan Nation shit.
No, he had ricin.
Really?
He had enough homemade ricin to take out a whole city block.
Jesus Christ.
What do you do with that? Do you give therapy to that? Do you just say, oh, well,
don't make ricin no more, man.
Prison,
don't
so
do that.
I'm not going to do anything with this person. I mean, what? Do we create an island and ship these people to a distant? I mean, what do we do? Because a lot of people who don't believe in prisons also don't believe in the death penalty. So you're not going to kill them, not going to lock them up. Well, you're just going to be like, well, I know you killed these 3 people, but don't do that anymore, buddy. I mean, what do you do? That's what I'd ask people. What do you do with those people? Because you got to have something else. Or are we just going to open up a whole bunch of insane asylums? Which insane asylums? How much different is that than being in prison? I don't know. I mean, y'all just tell me. I don't believe in prisons for everybody. I don't believe everything needs to deal with prison. Or I mean, also there's a difference in sentencing. If you had a DUI and you hit somebody, and that person died, vehicular manslaughter is very different than first-degree murder. There are people who hit people and kill them.
Hey, I do.
And get right back out and reform their whole life and move on from it.
Hey, I think whoever stole the shit from French Riviera needs to be free. Don't free them niggas.
Well, fighting against government tyranny is a whole nother ball game.
I need a piece of it. I just want to make a grill out of some of the jewelry they stole. I don't even want to sell it. I just want a hood nigga grill.
See what Yomina said?
I just want one with 2 teeth.
Hold on. We need Judge Dredd isolation cubes. Baby!
Hey, yo, they got a movie coming out soon that's called Mercy. Everybody do their homework because we definitely gonna talk about that movie. The shit looks scary.
A movie called Mercy. All right, I have to do my homework on that.
And in this movie, basically, they come up with almost a pre-crime system.
Oh shit! Oh, okay. Art imitating life. We down. We're done for. Great.
And in this one, the guy who creates the system. This is very much like Minority Report. The guy who creates the system, because Minority Report, he's a major officer who kind of pilots it, not the creator. But this guy is a cop who creates this system, and he gets basically. It appears that he's been framed to kill his wife. He actually has he has like a time clock that he needs to prove his innocence or he gets executed.
That's insane.
Yeah. They're like, oh, here you get these police resources and they're going to go search here wherever you tell them to search. And that's your defense. You don't have a lawyer, nothing. You just right there on the clock got to tell how you're going to defend yourself. So, I don't know. That looked crazy. I'm like, yeah, we definitely watching this.
Well, I mean, we're getting to this point. I mean, UK gave digital IDs out. Like, I'm that shit.
China, you don't even want to see.
Huh?
Some of that stuff in China, you don't even want to see that.
Dog, don't get me started. That's the reason I couldn't live there. I talk too much shit. Going to jail. Lock them up. I'm going to jail every day. Bro, baby, by the 3rd time they see me, I'm on the wall. Firing squad, bitch.
All right. I got one. We got one more topic to hit.
All right, what we got?
Curious on that because they they invited you also. I'll see if he left me a link or not. But Tom invited me on to Saturday Night Anarchy.
Oh, I got my invite.
Yeah, you got your invite.
Oh shit!
You want us on there? So
oh shit!
I'll check to see if they sent out the if Six sent out the invites. If not, I can always hit up Six and have them send it to me. I'll probably hop off, eat something for a little bit, and then hop back on. But the last one, did you? Because I know you said that you wanted when there's good 20 versus 1. So
Yes.
Did you see the recent one with Andrew Callahan?
Andrew Callahan? No.
Channel 5 News?
No.
Oh, had our boy Pasta on there.
Oh, no. Yeah. I did watch that one. I don't know who that white boy is. I didn't know what his name was. I didn't start from the beginning. I went from Pasta, and then I started watching a couple after. I didn't even get to his intro. I don't know who the fuck that white boy is.
Very much. Pasta was near the beginning of it. I would say
Yeah, he was right in the beginning. He was like the second one.
He's probably about 15 minutes in. So the very first thing that they start talking about was they basically start talking about almost like the whole Pizzagate QAnon stuff.
Yeah.
About the elites. And Andrew makes the claim he does not believe that there is this global cabal of elites.
Of elite people. Yeah.
Now, what he said is he believes that it's happening in all walks of life at different levels. And that is not specifically an elite Illuminati cult thing that's going on. That it's happening, but that's not something that's exclusively something that the elites are doing.
No, nigga. There's some niggas that got their hand in the dabble in all of them. So who's in charge of all the groups then, bitch?
Well,
the fuck?
Like I said,
it just makes me think, like, have you ever seen an organizational chart, bitch? There's always something that leads to something that leads to something, ho. So if you think that there's a whole bunch of groups on one level, then there's less amount of groups on the next level up, then there's less amount of groups until it gets to one motherfucking group. Bitch. That's how it works.
He don't believe they're all connected.
Bitch, no. Fuck what? Bitch, all of our shit is connected to one motherfucking group that goes to one. What? Bitch, that's the judicial system, ho. We got one president, bitch. You a dumb mother. I can't stand this people. I can't stand people. They're stupid. Marcus, that just irritated my spirit. That just pissed me off. Does that even make sense?
Well, like for instance, have you heard of Gideon?
Who?
Gideon. I might be pronouncing his name wrong, but here, let me show you.
Is he a light-skinned nigga with a side part in a nice suit?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
Predators.
Let me show you.
My cousin said, "Is it the dude that be out here catching predators?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Him.
Yeah. I'm mad my baby cousin knew exactly who it was. She was like, I know that dude that be catching predators.
Yeah, and he be all over the place catching so many of them. And I mean, is I don't know how they fall for his little skit that he comes out at him with, but he catches all these people. I don't know what tech people he got in his back pocket, but like it is so many of them that he catches. And I don't like these guys. These dudes ain't connected to anything. These are just some random, gross, nasty perverts who live in the neighborhood. These dudes out here and it's pervasive. Like, what it shows you is there's an epidemic of nasty, gross, disgusting ass men all over this country who trying to mess with these kids. And what it is, look at this. Look at this. What's the title of that one?
Hold on. MAGA supporter sees nothing wrong with buying child porn.
Yeah. And see, a lot of these people who be in MAGA who be
2 weeks ago,
the elites going after kids be the same ones going after kids.
Well, it's called projection. You know that.
And that's what I'm saying. Some of these people be just projecting. Think about it. Think about it. When the RNC had their convention in Wisconsin, They literally broke the guy Grinder account, or I mean, shut it down.
Hell yeah, they did. It was too many niggas at one spot. Whole bunch of dang-a-lang swinging.
And they always are the ones screaming about all the LGBTQ stuff.
Not hold on, sorry. Pause your thought. Nihilo Nostrum. You ain't never had fried green tomatoes? Nigga, that's the best thing on earth. Baby, fried green tomato sandwich, a little bit of mayo, salt, and pepper on that hoe. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look, hey, look! The black came out of Marcus for it. Look at that, twice in the night. That makes it. Yeah. You ain't had one of them southern ass sandwiches in a minute.
I don't even need them with too much. Just give me some salt and pepper on them suckers, and I go.
Eat them like chips.
Yep.
Love fried green tomatoes. But as we were saying, yes, the motherfuckers that project and are the loudest motherfucker in the room always has the less to contribute to the pot. I'm going to say it again for y'all. The loudest motherfucker that you see has the least amount to contribute. So, with that being said, these loud ass motherfucking maggots that be like, the elites are fucking the kids. You're probably fucking kids. You trying to throw it off of your bum poor ass. And it's insane.
Did you see the title in that video?
Creep getting caught at his taco truck. I like her drippy tacos.
Yeah.
Nigga, Roblox, see what I'm saying? I'm a damn Marine.
Yeah, and look at it. Free pizza if I don't snitch. This dude got caught a couple of times.
Jesus Christ.
Look at him. He went to the barbershop and got him.
See, okay, now this goes back to our other topic. I'm sorry. No, we supposed to be wrapping this shit up so we get on our shit.
But woman here. But my point though is
now check me out. Now Marcus's algorithm gonna be fucked up.
Oh, mine already is. That's the reason why I had to start watching a bunch of puppy videos.
Jesus. Watch the infographics of different things that happen in the world, Marcus. I promise you, it's way better.
Mine for a while was full of nothing but mass shooters. So I know they was like, what the hell is he up to?
Where he got up his goddamn sleeves? Well, nothing, because black people don't do mass shootings. They do drive-bys. Chill out.
Well, but that's the thing. I put it this way. If you go through just all the different stuff I've researched, while I've been doing this channel alone, now they probably realize, okay, he over a certain demographic, so he's probably not going to do that. So, okay, I don't see him buying any guns. He's probably safe. Also, he goes outside, he touches grass. He knows people. So I don't.
Not your FBI agent out here pleading you a case. Wait, guys. No. He's not a mass shooter. I promise. I watched him touch grass yesterday.
Yeah, and so, but you know how many different genocides and stuff I've studied, the legal terms for this, like, what happens to these people when they go to jail, like, what made these people do it, like, and so I went through studying all the different mobsters, whether that was just black mobsters, American gangsters, through all the different cartels, whether that was all through Latin America, through Europe, through this and that. I went through studying different warlords, different politicians, corruption. And so they could tell, obviously this person is doing research for some kind of projects. And we can see here, wait a minute there, he's talking about that stuff that he was looking up. So hopefully they got enough common sense to be able to see, okay, he's looking up information here. Over here, he's talking about this information in front of people. So, but, oh yeah, I got it. I don't think there's a topic you can bring up that I haven't searched. That's how crazy my algorithm is.
No, my algorithm ain't shit but like 436 megahertz to like clear toxic shit out your brain. And then it's like infograph on serial killers. Who's the best serial killer of the 20th century? Like how to build a guillotine. Like I got weird, like my algorithm is weird, but it's like weird DIY ass shit.
Well, and then mine's gonna throw in a couple. am I drinking enough water? Ways to know if you.
Shut the fuck up. I hate you right now. Because I was going to say, then every once in a while, you know what I'm saying? I got Big Booty Bitches 2016. I was like, whoo, child, what the fuck is going on? Don't open up my YouTube at work.
No, mine will be.
In Boondocks clips.
Is my gut at which vitamins help lose fat?
Shut the fuck up. How to kill Candida. No, I feel it.
Like,
honest, kill Candida.
That's what mine will be. It'll be typical stuff you see a 40-plus-year-old man searching, health wise and stuff that starts worrying about self getting older. Does this help with thinning hair? How do you help fix
in between 14 best mass shootings of the United States?
I mean, and then just randomly, because since a lot of people, they go out and buy the albums, I just pay for premium and just listen to the YouTube version. So I mean, my YouTube algorithm, how many videos it'll tell you, like, you probably should slow down. You've been on YouTube too long today.
Hold on. Whoever Jacqueline Hemmings is, they're in the UK.
Oh, really? Oh, what?
Yeah, they're in the UK. Yeah, what time is it over there, big dog? Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope we didn't bore you. Some of our other episodes, I tend to be a little bit more vibrant and colorful. But today was a pretty Roy G. Biv ass day.
And if there are any UK content creators that you listen to over there that you would like for us to collab with, or you think that's a good person that can help us talk about UK politics, please give us their information, because I would love to collab with them. I love to talk politics, especially and get a hold of people in those countries who specialize on these specific things.
Hey, Jackie. That's Jackie. Why the fuck are y'all names jacked up today? What happened? See how the feds try to fuck with us? Got us out here looking like we don't know our regular niggas. Hey, Jackie.
Oh.
That's Jackie.
Okay, because
sorry, that's Jacqueline. I shouldn't call you Jackie because I don't know if you go by Jackie, but that's Jacqueline.
I guess I probably never knew that she was in the UK, so apologize. I don't think I think that's new information.
And Jacqueline, by the way, if you want, I will just give you a recipe for fried green tomatoes, and if you can just so happen to find some green unripened tomatoes, you can make it.
Yeah. Okay. I did not know that.
What? You didn't know what? That was Jacqueline, or that's how you make fried green tomatoes?
I didn't know that was yeah.
Yeah, they're unripened tomatoes. They're real young.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. Get a mandolin, slice them hoes, batter them bitches up, grease them, heat up some grease, get the popping them hoes in there.
It's one content creator that I watch in the UK all the time, where he like, I don't know, he watches all these American videos and he like goes crazy watching the videos and keeps talking about that he's going to be coming to the US soon. He just did a video going over the different comfort foods of every state. Like some of this, I didn't even realize like some of these places had these foods myself. And so I learned stuff about America sometimes from watching some of these British reaction videos. Because these two young British I think one is I think they might be both footballers, but they've been they covered one watching Alabama's Alabama Stadium. I did not know Alabama's University football stadium was the way it is.
Yeah, that shit's fucking huge, bro.
It's not that it's so. They live in the future. Like, it's probably the most high tech locker room I've ever seen in my life. It is insane. Like,
that's the Saban way, baby.
In college locker rooms, I've been in pro locker rooms, and I never they got hyperbaric chambers in there and stuff.
Yes.
They got I mean, the way their locker is, they literally got like a lazy boy that's a zero gravity that kicks all the way back in just their locker stalls.
Baby, that's the Saban way. You better love Saban. I love Saban. That man don't play. He created Alabama's football team. He created Alabama's entire football program. Do not play with Saban. He creates monsters. Those are clones.
They have, I think they said it's like a $250,000. I think it's like 250,000. I mean, no, $250 million locker room.
That's where y'all. That's where y'all tuition money going to.
Well, that's the boosters.
Gotta love them boosters.
Gotta love the boosters.
And niggas don't think there's a set of elite motherfuckers. Nigga, there's a set of elite niggas just for Alabama's football team. Fuck is you talking about?
Shoot, and there's probably another 50 for all these other major programs.
Hello, you better talk about
You
it.
think LSU don't have that? And USC and Cal,
Auburn,
basketball team,
Texas A&T.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, A&T, Texas A&T, shit, Oregon,
Florida, Miami, Florida State, all of them.
A&T is black. Oh, then it's A&M. My bad. Yeah, Texas A&M. My apologies, not A&T.
Oh, but back
them niggas ain't getting no money.
Back to that 20 versus one.
Back. Yeah.
Back to that 20 versus 1. The second one that he brought up was about 9/11. That's when Pasta hopped.
That's when Pasta got on. Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy because it's like I agree with Pasta and I got to critique him. You know me. I'm gonna be straight up. I can love you as a person, but that does not mean if I think you did something wrong, I'm not gonna say something.
Hold on, before you get on Pasta's ass. Yes, Jackie, they have one of the most advanced. I won't say they are. I don't know for a fact because I ain't been in nobody else's to know if they're not number one. But as of right now, from what I've seen, they're number one. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Like I might even pull up the video and just like turn the volume off and skim through a little bit of it just so you can see it.
Well, you can play it in the background before you read Pasta for filth because I didn't mean to stop your momentum, but it sounded like you was about to cold crank that shit.
Not rough. It's criticism with love, as I say. It's criticism with love. I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna go after him. Like,
are we still gonna be able to have this nigga on our show after you say this?
Yeah, I mean, even the debate that I wanted to have with him, it was like I considered it more of like a friendly topic. Like I felt like more of these people who felt like Trump was a bait and switch, I just didn't agree. Felt like you could have saw what was coming a mile away. Me and Chris used to have these debates back and forth. Chris just didn't believe that Trump was going to do any of this stuff.
Sure.
And that's what a lot of people felt. Well, Trump is a lesser two evils because he's just going to run his mouth. No, I did not believe that. I believe, no, he ain't going to just run his mouth. He going to do shit. So, hold on. So I felt like Trump was going to be action behind what he was saying because there was nobody in his way to stop him this time around. So here, I already muted it. This is the actual video that I watched. These two, like, I think he's a track star, and I think he's a football or soccer player. Both college athletes. And so here's just a little. Let me skip ahead. So this is when you walk.
Probably Trump can compete with this.
Oh, let me mute it. But this is just walking into. Let's scoot up a little bit more. When you walk in, dang it, where's it at? That's walking into the locker room. I'm looking at that. I mean, this is insane, the stuff they got in there. Like, let me skip ahead some more. Oh, this one's talking about the zero gravity chairs. And each of them have a picture of the athlete and what state they're from and their hometown up under it. Like, some of this stuff for recovery is insane. Like, they got the chamber that's like negative 30 degrees, whatever. Look, this is the whole thing is just state of the art. It's insane. I've never seen stuff like this in a locker room. And I mean, granted, I didn't play college, but I did some exhibition stuff and like football in the military and in boxing in the military. And then, I was a prospective college athlete. So I was looking at colleges, so I did go around and look at locker rooms and stuff, schools that I could have hoped to go to. but knees were too bad. Too many injuries, so I went to the military. But yeah, that's enough. I stopped nerding out on the sports stuff there, but this thing is insane. I definitely recommend their video, and I also recommend their channel too. I think it's cool what they're doing over there, and definitely support it. I don't know. Lately, I've gotten into some reaction channels.
I mean, that's what YouTube's only going to be after a while.
Yeah, everybody reacting to a reaction to a reaction.
Yeah, that one time somebody saw that thing. That one time when they saw that thing, when somebody else saw that thing too.
Like I've kind of gotten hooked into young Don, watching his channel. I already know once you see him, Till, you're gonna fall in love with him.
He fine as hell.
I already know. I know your type. I know your type.
Hell.
Because I know you can't go for your boy RZA. Since he already married, you gotta find.
Oh my god, and got a baby. Oh my god, Risa had a baby on me. My chest was, boy, when I tell you my chest was inside out. Oh my fucking god, my chest was inside out. Reza Islam had his baby on.
Hey, he more your speed. This one, he got a little bad boy to him.
He got a felony? Might be able to smell it through the video.
Felony. Yeah, bro. It's a felony, bro.
There you go. That's him.
Ooh! Good job, Marcus. We got to get this nigga on our show.
Hey, and I know a lot of women like him tall. I think he's 6'5".
Jesus Christ. Can we get this nigga on the show? And look at that. His barber used a protractor for his lineup. And he got a head full of hair.
6'5" Jamaican, too. High yellow Jamaican.
Oh, I'm gonna be in that nigga inbox tomorrow. Hey, I got a podcast you should be on. I'm just gonna start anonymously talking to him.
And it's kind of like I first ran across him because he used to be big in like the more of the faith movement, like religious community and debating and stuff like that. And so the brother know the Bible too, inside and out. Now he's walked away from a lot of that, and that's why now he started this reaction channel, and that's what he does now. But yeah, he's extremely intelligent on many subjects, and I don't know. I think he got an entertaining way about himself. You know, he can take information. I can watch 2 or 3 videos talking about the same shit, and he's always know he's gonna add another layer to it that maybe the other 2 videos I just saw didn't. So I definitely recommend. I definitely recommend this channel.
We got poop.
Max says I know that fellow, but oh yeah. So the into the pasta thing. Like I said, I'm not gonna come after him in like a disrespectful way.
Oh shit! Here you go, y'all.
Why? I mean, I'm nice. All right.
Go ahead. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Go ahead.
I agree with Pasta that I do believe that 9/11 was definitely something going on that's fishy about it. From the angle I get from Pasta is that he believes that the government almost like set up and put the whole thing into motion. Like he made a claim about that the hijackers were training on naval bases, which I don't remember any of that information. What I do remember is many of the places that they were training in, because I believe they were trained in Colorado. Some were trained in Colorado, some were trained in Florida. Now, can you say that they were training near Air Force bases or military bases? Yes, I think he said naval bases, because there are military bases all over, all over the United States. I mean, there's like 10 military bases in Florida alone. So yeah, could you be right next to one? And I think maybe that's where the rumors got spread through. Yeah. I think it's more of a situation of because this is how they really got onto them, and the FBI started watching them in the first place. They started watching them because they were getting reports about all of these Arab guys who want to learn how to fly planes but don't want to land them. And that rose a red flag with the instructors. And I've seen interviews with the people who were the flight instructors. So I don't think that those people were like paid to lie and all that. I think that the government did not take this serious at all, because they also possibly had a hand in certain parts of it. Do I believe the planes actually hit? Yes. Some people say, oh, no, they didn't actually hit. It was doctored and this and that. I believe that they actually hit. But I also believe it's a possibility that the building could have been rigged to blow also. Because there's certain things about how this whole thing happened that I don't buy. I do not buy that a plane, that explosion, was enough to make this look like a controlled demolition for it to just fall nice and flat straight down. I don't buy that. I also don't buy that. Granted, I'm not a structural engineer, but I do know a little bit about stuff blowing up. A plane coming in at full speed, the explosion would get forced to push to the side. And so that means any explosions, or let's say, for instance, it was hot enough to melt those steel beams in there, which steel beams, which I've seen in construction of like skyscrapers, typically are probably about this wide. And so you have, I don't know, it kind of looks like, if you've seen them, they kind of look like an eye. Let me see if I can find a construction beam. So you can, for those who don't know what I mean, kind of like an eye. Beam. So you can see kind of how a construction beam kind of looks, most of them. You see like, okay, metal right here. So you see how that goes across the lean. Dang it, I did not mean to do that. How the hell do I back out of that? I do not know how to back out of whatever the hell I just did. But anyway, you see how it kind of looks like an eye. It comes out like this, there's that, and then at the bottom. So it looks like a capital I all the way across. How you create force enough to melt all of those exactly in the same place, multiple beams all across the whole entire floor, and to keep that concussive force for all of them equally all the way down 92 floors. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. That's the reason why it looks more to me just like you would see, like if you see an implosion that happens on a construction site when they're taking down an old building. How that normally works is you would get C4 or Simtex or something like that and actually coordinate on this beam, on this structure beam, that structure beam. So when this one collapsed, that one collapsed, that one collapsed, it will create an equal force. So each one just drops and drops and drops. Yes, they are called exactly that, I-beams. Okay, yeah. So I don't see how, with floors as wide as they are, that you get that controlled boom, 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 boom drop from a plane hitting at near the top of that building. And not only to get that to happen for one building, for that to happen for both buildings exactly, for two buildings to drop like that, that don't make a lot of money. I mean, that don't make a lot of sense to me. And then on to my next point, the money aspect of it. There's people who made a whole lot of money on September 11th happening. How somebody would basically almost bet on the destruction of this building doesn't make any sense unless you knew it was coming. I believe that, yes, they set charges. The planes needed to hit so that they could coordinatedly time those charges to go off at the same time to blame these hijackers. And so, do I believe that, yes, they were actually planning to do this to hit the buildings? Yes. I believe that they just took advantage of the operation. Now, could you make an argument if the CIA contracted with Bin Laden to get Muhammad Atta and all of them to actually do this? That's a whole different other argument, which I could go either way on it. I can go, yeah, Saddam really did try to do this, or not Saddam, but Al Qaeda. They really tried to do this, and they just took advantage of the fact that they were trying to do this, or that they were coerced and they were, hey, why don't you do this? So I could go either way on that part. And I do believe that the planes actually did hit. I just believe that there had to be some kind of, well, I already know that they were CIA trained. I mean, Bin Laden was CIA trained back in the 70s. I mean, when he was with the Mujahideen, that's not new. But the fact that he already had that training going all the way back to like 79, I don't believe that. Well, the flying the planes, not something that your CIA training would have necessarily helped with. This is the only thing the CIA training would have helped you with is probably moving around country to country, while being under the radar. The CIA is going to basically be able to teach you how to be more mindful of the cameras and to escape this and that, and maybe some military tactics, but not necessarily flying a plane. The CIA training is not going to help you at all. Also, CIA typically doesn't mess with anything domestic. Once it gets domestic, it gets transferred over to the FBI. And now, in that time, FBI, because there was no Homeland Security yet. But after 9/11, Homeland Security came in. So any of that stuff would have been Homeland Security. If it was happening now. But before that, it was only FBI and State Department who would have been the people involved. And the fact that the president had so many warnings about this, I believe that the FBI knew this was coming. And because the FBI is so compartmental, I mean, there can be all these agents who are actually doing their honest to God effort. But what goes on once it gets all the way up to the FBI director, the Cash Patel levels, is a different story. The regular old agent is not in the whole know about this conspiracies and stuff. So yes, I'm sure there were agents who were doing normal casework and flagging things, and this didn't make sense. And then there was somebody on the other side like, yes, Johnson, thank you for that report. Taking and tossing it in the trash because they knew what they had going on. So my issue, what I'll say going back to what Pasta was saying, is what he said about their training and that the CIA quarterbacked all that. No, I don't believe the CIA quarterbacked that. I don't necessarily believe that CIA is the one who got Bin Laden to do this. Bin Laden had plenty of reasons to be pissed off at the U.S. The fact that the CIA training, but I guess a lot of y'all forget that the CIA also left him and his people to get slaughtered over there in Afghanistan. Also, the Bush family screwed him out of billions of dollars. So the man had a righteous hatred of the United States and the CIA. He's not completely a manufactured enemy. And I think some people get it in their mind that they think that he was completely just a fake enemy. No, he was a real enemy. Man really did hate the United States. And he wasn't just like, let me put on my fake beard and hop in front of the camera and pretend to be a terrorist. No, that's not what was going on. But sorry, I don't know if that ran a little long, but that was my thoughts too. What do you think?
I mean, I agree with Pasha. When it comes to like scraping the 14,000 layers of conspiracy theories, I go about like 6 layers deep. I know, as you know, the government's involved, and I'm one of those like one musketeer ass type of person, like all for one for all. So if you at the 3rd layer and they saying that you involved, I don't give a fuck how deep it go. Y'all niggas is dirty. Fuck y'all. Y'all are involved. So Pasta just bringing to the light that the government be funding shit and getting us in shit and XYZ. I mean, I'm just happy that he brought that to the light with some pretty good facts. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it. It's not all gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? But at least getting the wheels started for somebody to take the time to look it up, to fact check his bitch ass. Nah, I ain't mean to call you a bitch. Sorry, Pasta. But fact check your ass. You know what I'm saying? I got excited. I was passionate.
No,
but I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at least he started the conversation.
Well, and that was my thing with most of the conspiracy theorists that were on there. You're not wrong for questioning all this stuff. Not at all, because I question all of it. The only area where I'll see some of them be wrong is they'll be so doubled down on some of the information that's not correct. And so double down and be sure that you know that this is fuckery afoot. But
at its finest.
But don't be so hardcore solid on all your details there, because that's where you're some people. Because if you got people who willing to listen, who are pretty sharp, don't know anything about this, the moment they hear something that they know is bullshit, they're gonna throw out your whole argument. That's the only problem. The moment they hear something that is incorrect, they will throw out your whole argument. I've laid down a whole thing explaining about different dynamics going on with Turkey. And because I flipped one detail in a conversation where I said most of Turkey is in Asia, when I meant to say most of Turkey is in Europe and a portion is in Asia, the people disregarded that whole thing I said there before that because of the one thing I got wrong. So that's what I'm saying. We, as you know, the conspiracy community, need to just try to rein it in and be a little bit more tight with our details, or say, hey, this is what I believe the overall is. I can't even, I can't give you every detail. And some of the details I have may not be 100, but this is an overall, and people can work with that. That's all I'm saying. Let's not double down on the uncertain details, because then it discredits your certain details. You feel me?
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if you see the rest of it. The rest of it, where it starts kind of getting off the rails a little for me. Like when they brought up the Hunter Biden thing, I honestly hated the whole topic of Hunter Biden. And I'm going to tell you why I hated the whole topic of Hunter Biden. We spend more time worrying about a fucking crackhead and a president who got a crackhead son than that shit, over the fact of Jared Kushner literally went up in the White House and was doing deals to get himself out of trouble and out of $1 billion in debt to go ahead and make billions of dollars. And people had more of an issue
with a crackhead
with this crackhead than this motherfucker who is making $1 billion deals off of our government. I have way more of a problem with Jared Kushner than some damn Hunter Biden shit. And then at the same time, what would you think of a parent that would just let their kid go to jail for that? If you, and I put it to any of y'all who got kids out there, or who had the power of any of your loved ones being bailed out of trouble when they didn't actually harm anybody. None of y'all, if you would allow them to go to jail, and you wouldn't cut corners on that, then I don't know if I can trust you or respect you. Because I'm like, if Hunter Biden was my son, there ain't no way he about to rot in prison. Especially going to prison when my rival, a dude who would probably love to see me put in prison, would take advantage of going after my son.
Facts.
So that's how I feel on that. All y'all know, if it was flipped and it would have been Trump and it would have been Donald Jr., he would have did the same fucking shit, and no Trumper would have batted an eye. But let Hunter Biden did the shit that his son-in-law Jared Kushner did, it would have been riots in the streets.
Hello.
So I just want to know why y'all ain't worried about Jared Kushner.
Because they don't be having a smoke for everybody that they need to be having a smoke for, bro. I'm just being honest. They be having smoke with one person. That's like when bitches be having smoke with the side bitch, but not smoke with they nigga. Does that make sense?
Not at all.
Thank you. Same thing. Y'all rather be mad at the outside person than the inside person. The fuck?
And then on the last part, I don't even know if I'm gonna respond on the last part. I'm gonna just probably hand this off to you. What is your thoughts on old girl when she came up and she started speaking her spirituality stuff and old boy talking about the ice walls and we are all connected as one and all this other shit?
All right, so do I believe in the ice wall? That's like 23% of my brain. Like, yeah, it might be real. I don't know. It ain't got a full 30% yet. Mainly because, I love Game of Thrones, but then we both cinema people. Art
Yeah.
imitates life. So fucking maybe. I don't fucking know. There might be a ice man or ice people. Who knows? I'm such as a spiritual girly, and I know you're asking me because I'm a spiritual girly and I like that. But as a spiritual girly, and also being grounded in Kojic and
She's talking
heavy
about
black,
chakras and all this too.
and I know which one you're talking about, and I get, you know what I'm saying, I understand that, and the conspiracy would have to be like astrology does dictate, who you are, and I'm one of those people. I'll lay down on the side of that hill. I do believe that when we are born, it does specify who we are. Because something about time, me and the concept of time is weird because you can never get that shit back. So the moment that you took your first, or the moment, I don't know, and this is when we can get into that whole, when does life start? But nevertheless, the moment in which you are conceived, the time in which you become the entity that you are, when your soul gets into that little bit of body, there's something important about it, okay? And that's just on human worth, period, okay? So spiritually, yes, I do believe that the stars line up and then you get here. Bow. Well, life starts for you. Cool. I do feel that does dictate who and what you are. I also feel that there's some issues with your parents. Your parents definitely dictate how you were brought up, nurture over nature type vibes. I'm a logical spiritualist, if that makes sense. So, do I believe in chakras? I watch a lot of anime. Fuck yeah, I believe in chakras, nigga. Energy is crazy. Night, Jackie. But
and I was gonna say one thing, Jackie. If you follow us on any of the social medias, please reach out to us. I did not know you're in the UK, and I give like hat tip to you. Very, very impressed. So hit us up. I will try to get you some merch over there. That once I make some, so
thank you, Jackie.
Put you on the list that you're gonna be at the top of the list to get some merch because that would be cool.
He lying because I'm at the top of the list, to be honest, Jackie. But we're gonna get you right.
Yours is coming. It'll be to you before you know it's you.
Thank you. And yo, Nina, thank you for saying that. Yes. Life starts.
You can talk to your Nina. I took a little while to get some stuff her way, but I did. I got it to her eventually.
Facts. But you know what I'm saying? It's listening to her, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like they could have got somebody else. I don't know how they picked their people, but I just felt it was very commercially, if that makes sense. I really wish y'all got a better spiritual bitch to represent the spiritual bitches. I got about 7 other spiritual bitches. I'm not even saying it should have been me. I'm just saying there should have been somebody that is a little more conspiracy and logical and spiritual at the same time. Well balanced in that.
Till, I want you to just speak for me. Tell me what you think I was probably thinking watching that.
This bitch is probably on shrooms while she's talking to this man right now. This bitch did 2 hits of acid and waited her turn, and now she popping off. That bitch is not even actually in the conversation. She don't even know who she talking to right now because it don't look like who she think it is. They face is probably melting, and her face was melting.
Yeah, it's like she having a conversation with somebody 30 years from now that that she's talking to after her death or something. I don't know. She seemed way out there. so far out there. I'm like, and Buddy with
And that's what irritates me the most about having that stigma. That sucks. Like, it's bad enough being a black person and getting stereotyped, as we said earlier today, as basketball players, SNAP recipients, XYZ. You know how shitty it is when you are a real spiritualist. And you got to go up against these H&M as, yeah, I love crystals, as bitches. Do you know how hard it is?
Yeah.
Because until you really do spiritual work, and it's crazy because spiritual work and any actual religion, yes, thank you. Any religion, there is a point in time when you are in your when you are in your walk, we'll call it that, because it's the same all across. I don't care. I've grown up in the church. I became a spiritualist. There is a section in your walk that just gets hard. We call it shadow work. Other people call it their breaking point or their testimony. You get what I'm saying? It's the same fucking thing. But there is a walk that you go through where shit just gets hellacious in your life.
Yeah.
And because I call it shadow work, and I know that it's shadow work, I know that it is a part of me that I need to give up, aka I need to absolve of my sins. And you get what I'm saying? When bitches don't have that type of backbone in their shit, and all they want to talk about is how they was rubbing crystals across their coochie and doing a fucking yoni seam and did a fucking cartwheel in a field of fucking flowers underneath a fucking full moon. Bitch, do you even understand the Luna? In the first place, your moon cycle is a woman's cycle. Like, it's so much deeper than, oh my God. Marcus, they didn't have to pick me, but I got 7 other bitches that would have represented it way better.
They didn't have to pick her or that dude, both of them two. I was like, okay. So it reminded me of that Dave Chappelle scene in Half Baked. He was like, you have smoked yourself retarded.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I don't know what kind of drugs they on, but it's like they got transported back to Woodstock and they were just on one.
See, and that's not even fair, because as a black person that got to dibble and dabble, and I can now tell other black people how it happens if they want to dibble and dabble. I don't believe, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that, because white people, like we talked about earlier, they do some extreme shit. I don't know why y'all got to take shit to the extreme, but all of y'all take shit to the extreme. That should be the stereotype now. Instead of just being it white people shit, y'all just like to fucking break barriers and do too much. Y'all always taking it one extra step. Niggas a draw a line in the sand. You just got to step over it. I don't know why. But when it comes to when y'all do psychedelics, y'all like to break your brain, and I don't know why. You ain't got to. I've done just enough for the black community so I can be like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to be out here with a broke brain. Chris Benoit brain. Okay? No. You don't have to do it.
Mm-hmm. But, yep, on that note, it's time to wrap. Because I gotta hop over there to the other stream real quick. Show my face over there. And I don't know, is it too late over there for you? Because I can try to send
Saturday night, bro, and I'm just working on work and chilling. I can pop my face over, I can pop my voice over there, depending on how turned up they are tonight.
Okay. Then I'll try to see if I can get the link and then send it over to you. But
Appreciate you.
I appreciate everybody here. Oh, appreciation is also to your cousin. I like when she hopped on. That was definitely enjoyable.
Thank you.
And shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love and appreciation to all of y'all. We're the Political Matrix, and hopefully y'all have a great and wonderful weekend.
Peace out, y'all.
We out.
There is discrimination in this world, and slavery and slaughter and starvation. Governments repress their people. Millions are trapped in poverty, while the nation grows rich, and wealth is lavished on armaments everywhere. These are differing evils, but they are the common works of man. They reflect the imperfection of human justice, the inadequacy of human compassion, our lack of sensibility towards the suffering of our fellows. But we can perhaps remember, even if only for a time, those who live with us are our brothers, that they share with us the same short moment of life, that they seek as we do, nothing but the chance to live out their lives in purpose and happiness, winning what satisfaction and fulfillment they can.